All right, and we're live on YouTube too. All right, for those of you just tuning in on YouTube, I'm Jack Clements. I'm the voice of the Bruins, and I'll be bringing you play-by-play coverage of all the action here at Bill Rayfield Field as the Holy War is set to kick off in about 12 minutes. Connor Odom is joining me up in the stands as my color analyst. And so we were just talking about what this game means, especially to the seniors. This is the second game of the season, coming off a loss against Richland. St. Andrews also coming off a loss against Pisgah. Both teams trying to get their first win of the season, and it's their biggest rivalry of the season, Connor. So, I mean, you know tensions are running high. You know the seniors who have been on the team all their high school career and have beat St. Andrews 5 years in a row. They're looking for that sixth.
Well, let's hope that they can make it their sixth. What do you think the score might be?
I'm not sure. Watching film, it looks like it could be a tough game, and the captains are taking the field now for your Bruins. You have number 7, Josh Briscoe, number 4, Antonio Handy, number 13, Clifton Goodlow, and number 14, Joshua Everett, all seniors, waiting for them to move, and I will get you the St. Andrews captains. Right now you've got number 75, Rush Lacoste, number 22, Jack Sewell, trying to get the rest of their numbers, but the captains are out there shaking hands, getting ready for the game. Looks like number 11, Larry Day, and one more, but Joshua Everett is blocking my view of him. But, ladies and gentlemen, we are starting this ball game in 10 minutes and 30 seconds. Weather was looking a little shoddy on us, so we weren't sure if we were going to be able to set up, some scattered showers and whatnot, but we are here and we are ready. We meant to get on the air a little bit sooner for you guys, but there's always that threat of rain, and we're out in the open with all of our equipment, so we had to err to the side of caution.
Yeah, since we can't be in the press box, we're kind of sitting on the stands right now, surrounded by everyone in the stands. But let's hope we can make that work, and let's hope that it doesn't rain on us.
All right, Connor, last week we had some mishaps on the defense against Richland. It seemed like the Bruins would blitz and they'd get outside, but that was the only time they could score. Our defense shut them down every other time. Now, St. Andrews this year is known for quick 5-yard passes. They don't run the ball too much. Their quarterback, Trey Hebert, is really going to be a passing quarterback based on film from earlier in the season and just what I've heard from guys who have seen him play. So how do you think that the Bruin defense is going to stack up against that tonight?
Since they have 5-yard passes, they could do man coverage. Since they're known for making those 5-yard passes, they could just do man coverage. And then whatever they finally realize that we're doing man coverage all the time, since they're known for making those 5-yard passes, we could just start mixing up a little bit, going with the blitz, going with the man coverage. And overall, I think that might work.
I agree. Talking to a senior linebacker, Clifton Goodlow, today at lunch, he was saying, they don't seem to cut outside a lot, so the Bruin blitz will definitely give them some trouble when they crash that backfield. And talking to the seniors, they are fired up about this game because, it's the sixth. It has the potential to be the 6th year in a row that they beat the Saints here in the Holy War. And this is the first time in a while we have had the Holy War on campus. I think it's been 2 or 3 years since we've had the Saints come to us. And another thing that's kind of odd about this year is we're playing them so early in the season. Connor, if you remember, St. Andrews is usually a mid-season game. It's never the second game on the schedule. So, I think that might make a little bit of a difference tonight.
Personally, I think that this game should be scheduled for homecoming just to raise up a little bit of tension and just to everyone, just for the Bruins, just to get a little bit more hype during the stands. But since it is early in the season, that's fine. Hopefully we just beat them early.
I agree. All right, so now we're going to go over rosters for both teams with 8 minutes to game time. We're going to start out with the St. Andrews Saints. We got number 1, Trey Hebert, the senior QB and the kicker. Number 2, Brett Ashley, senior tight end. Number 3, Nico Buford, the sophomore wide receiver and free safety. Number 4, Michael John Davis, the senior wide receiver and middle linebacker. Number 5, we got Jamin Harkless, the junior, who's the running back and the outside linebacker. Number 7, we've got Walker Van Meter, a freshman wide receiver. Number 8, Reed Hooks, a senior tight end. Number 9, Friend Walker, a freshman wide receiver. Number 10, John Dudd, a freshman wide receiver as well. Excuse me. And number 11, Larry Day, a senior playing wide receiver tonight. Number 12, Cole Fanning, a freshman wide receiver. Number 13, Cameron Howard, a freshman wide receiver as well. Number 15, C.J. Gosen. I hope I pronounced that right. He's a sophomore. Number 17, Ryan Carpenter. Number 20, Keith Thompson. Number 22, Jack Swell. Number 32, P.J. Bryson. Excuse me. Number 40, Charles Sanders. Number 44, Jalen McMillan. Number 50, Connor Young. Number 51, Brian Anderson. Number 54, Larry Johnson. Number 55, Charlie Whittington. Number 58, Luke Tynes. Number 59, Jack Huckabee. Number 60, Eli Everett. Number 70, Holden Caraway. Number 72, Alex Brown. 75, Rush Lacoste. 77, Sam Wade Booth. 78, Andrew Karen. 79, Chris Dean. 98, Thomas Hemmons. Number 99, Grant Morgan. And we have an unlisted player as John William Walker. Alrighty, and for your homestanding Bruins, this is the first home game of the season. You've got number 2, Emil Picarella, the 8th grade starting quarterback. At number 3, you've got D1, Kevin May, the senior running back. Number 4, you've got Antonio Handy. Tony, the wide receiver. Number 5, you've got the junior kicker, Ryder Sesser. Number 6, Parker Davis. Number 7, Josh Briscoe. Number 8, Noah Chaplin. Number 9, Cole Spivey. Number 12, Kenneth O'Quinn. 14, senior Joshua Everett. 13, senior Clifton Goodlow. Number 15, watch out for him tonight. That's wide receiver Chris Watson. Number 16 is Mason Roach. Number 17 is Malik Yeju. Number 18, Ryan Ingebretson. 21, Patrick Wolf. 22, Hayden Holloway. 25, John Parker Hornback. 26, Walt Williams. 27, John Clark. 32, Franklin Hampton. 33, Nick Berger. 35, David Wynn. 48, Big Reginald Vaughn, the 8th grader who wreaks havoc on defense. Number 50, Reeves Meredith. Number 56, Seth Worsham. Number 58, Terrell Barnes. 64, Cy Stevens. 66, John Turner. 67, Thomas Turner. 68, Robert Clark. 72, Chris Thomas. 76, Matthew Blackwood. 78, Sam Harrison. 79, Noah Harkins. And number 80, you have Yerger Simpson for your Bruins. And kickoff is going to be 4 minutes, 33 seconds away here at Bill Rayfield Field. This is going to be an interesting game tonight. Things are definitely going to get moving. I'm going to go ahead and put the scoreboard on the live stream for y'all now.
So as you know, last week, I believe Chris Watson. So he was on fire last week with he was on fire with Emil Picarella, as Emil was Chris Watson's favorite choice. Emil passing to Chris Watson, yes.
That's right. He was the favorite receiver, and ladies and gentlemen, we are praying right now, but we cannot have dead air on the radio, so we are going to try and be quiet and reverent during this time. We have 3 minutes, 38 seconds till game time. Now, I apologize if y'all can hear that buzzing on the radio. I'm not sure what that is, but I am unable to get it to stop at the moment. Well, it seemed like it stopped there, but it's back. So I will try and work on that as the game goes on, because it's just as much of a nuisance to me as it is to y'all.
Yeah. But as you know, that silence can't have that, because then the radio broadcasting station kicks us out pretty much. So sorry about the buzzing.
That's right. Can you hear the buzzing too?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, I'm going to try and figure out what the buzzing is and see if we can get that stopped. I'm going to turn our volumes down just a little bit, see if that cuts it. No, that just cuts my hearing of it.
All right.
I'm going to get Mr. C out here, see if he can figure anything out.
All right. I don't know. I think it just might be the mixer or the that thing. Yeah, box.
I'm not sure. It could be the phone picking us up. There's a whole number of things it can be, but either way, both teams are out here. They're looking for their first win of the season. St. Andrews lost 20-48 to Pisgah, and St. Joe came off a loss to Richland High School on the road. St. Andrews got beat at home. St. Joe got beat on the road. And you know the Bruins are hoping to put St. Andrews' record at 0-2 tonight. and put theirs at 1-1. So we will have to see. And now we are going to play the national anthem here at Bill Rayfield Field. Once again, we still are trying to be quiet and respectful during these times.
Fun on the field.
The new St. Joe student is singing the national anthem this evening. His name is Lawson. He is a junior this year. Member of the band, plays the guitar, and apparently sings too.
So far, he's a pretty good singer.
That's right.
I think he's already taught me.
Definitely. Your little rendition of Cotton Eye Joe on the radio.
Kind of sounds like Michael Bublé.
Alrighty, and we are back. All right, there is exactly 1 minute on the clock until game time. Teams are preparing to run out on the field. This is going to be a very interesting game tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking forward to calling it, looking forward to bringing it to you live.
It's pretty interesting. So pretty much it's pretty interesting because we're kicking off the year, the football season with the Holy War. Usually it's towards mid-season, but this year I guess I decided to put it at early in the beginning of the season. And as you know, we were playing at Bill Rayfield Field. Let's see if the Bruins can pull this win.
That's right, and one interesting thing to note is that a lot of the Bruin players know several of the Saints players. We were talking about that today, so it's definitely going to be a tough rivalry, but it's even a bigger rivalry when you're going against your friends because, you know, there's a lot more to that. So, and St. Andrews Saints are taking the field right now along with your home-standing Bruins, kicking off the home opener tonight. And this is going to be a great game, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Let's see if we can make this a 6th win of the season. 6th win of the Holy War.
Now we can see we've got the Blitz crew down there from WLBT. Definitely going to be something to watch tonight. They usually always show up at the Holy War. It is one of the bigger rivalries in town between the St. Joseph Bruins and the St. Andrews Saints.
It's just like Madison Central and Northwest Rankin. They have huge rivalry. I know that.
That's right. Now, the stands do look a little bit different tonight. We actually got a spot in the stands, which, you know, is unprecedented. We can only have 25% capacity in the entire stadium, so it is weird looking out and not seeing a packed student section, not seeing the band in the stands. We're actually in the band's usual spot, but, you know, it is what it is. We're doing the best we can, and we're happy to be broadcasting the game for you all live tonight. And with that, it is the top of the hour, so we're going to do a quick station ID. Once again, you're listening to WJXC-LP Jackson, Mississippi Catholic Radio, 107.9 FM. All right, and the Bruins will kick the ball away, meaning that they will start with it in the second half. Ryder Sesser, the junior, first year on the team, kicking this year, is going to prepare to put a right boot into the ball. He lines up 5 yards back, 1 yard towards the near side. Signals to his team, make sure everybody's ready, and you know that they are ready tonight.
That's absolutely right. Let's see if we can push us all the way back to about maybe the 15-yard line.
And the kick is up, and it's going to be number 4 for the Saints to receive it. Kind of bobbled it a little bit, but he's making good progress. He is at the 30, where he is brought down at about the 32 by number 7, Josh Briscoe, on the stop. So they are going to set up shop at their own 30-yard line for the first drive of the night.
Yeah, but during that kick, it was a little wobbly throughout the air, but luckily he caught it around maybe the 10-yard line, brought it back out to the 32, 33, and as the Bruins defense lines up.
That's right. We've got shotgun formation, trips on the far side, one receiver near side. Trey Abear behind the center getting ready to take the snap. Bruins showing blitz. And they do. Throws it outside to number 2, gets it up for about a 5-yard gain, and he is brought down by Clifton Goodlow, number 13.
Just like you said, they're known for those 5-yard passes continuously throughout the field. Let's see if the Bruins can hopefully get out through our man coverage.
Number 2, Brett Ashley on the carry. Alrighty, they line up. Trips far side, no receivers near side. Trey Abear in the backfield. Gets ready to take the snap. This is going to be 2nd down and 7 for the Saints. Bruins shuffling around in the backfield. Josh Briscoe and Kevin Mays shifting places. Definitely showing a hard blitz coming there up at the line. And the ball is snap flag on the play.
Most likely.
It's going to be offsides on the Saints. Back them up 5 yards.
Let's bring it back to the, I believe, what is that, the 20.
It's going to put them right back at the 30-yard line.
Thought they were getting a little bit further back than the 30-yard line.
That's right. It's going to be 2nd and 12. They line up, shotgun formation, trips far side, 2 receivers near side. Abear gets ready to take the snap, make sure his team is set. Bruins showing blitz again. Josh Briscoe and Clifton Goodlow ready to get in there. And he takes the snap, drops back to pass, is looking near side, hits number 22 in the numbers. That's a 1st down for the Saints, and he is at the 35-yard line where he is brought down by number 3, Kevin May, assisted by Clifton Goodlow on the tackle. A big gain, a quick pass, but a big gain for the Saints, pushing them into Bruin territory.
That's not so good for the Bruins. Looks like they upgraded from their 5 yards to about the 15.
They line up, 1 receiver either side, shotgun formation. Abear receives the snap. He hands it off up the middle, and he is stopped. Number 5 on the carry, stopped by Josh Briscoe. Josh Briscoe, Mason Roach, and Robert Clark.
As soon as they saw that hole, they went absolutely right through it and just blew past. And they saw the running back come through, and they all targeted him.
Number 5, Jamin Harkless on the carry. All right, and they prepare to take the snap. Abear once again in the backfield, joined by Jamin Harkless. We've got twins either side. It's going to be 2nd down. It should be 1st down.
But it's apparently 2nd down.
Either way, get ready to take the snap. Bruins getting set. 4 seconds on the play clock. 2 seconds, 1 second.
And then they called the timeout.
Timeout, Saints. All right, Connor. So we've already seen 1 quick pass that turned into big gains. What do you think the Bruin defense is going to have to do to shut those down?
What they're going to have to do is just try to do a little bit more man coverage and just whatever they see. If they just see a man open, just try and rush towards them. And if they see that ball come towards them, just either try to pick it or as soon as he catches that ball, just bring him down.
All right, let me ask you this. Coach Moore is very heavy on a blitzing defense. What do you think that blitz game is going to look like tonight?
Since they are notorious for their 5-yard gains, I don't know if the blitz might work. But let's see if we can just wiggle a little bit around for whenever they start to do those handoffs. As you saw earlier, they did a handoff and then the defense blew right past into them and just shut them down and pushed them back about 1 yard.
That's right. It's going to be 2nd down and 11 for the Saints, setting up on the Bruins 31-yard line. We've got twins either side. Jamin Harkless in the backfield with Abear. Abear gets ready. He's looking for the snap, making sure his line is set. Harkless switches sides. And he's dropping back to pass. He's keeping it himself. He's trying to go up the middle. And he is stopped for about a 3-yard gain with Robert Clark hanging on his ankles, dragging him down. That's going to be about a 5-yard gain to bring up 3rd and 7 for the Saints.
Whenever they do those quarterback sneaks or whenever there's just no everybody's covered and then he has just try to get out of that pocket quickly, there's just pretty much no going back.
Thing about those QB sneaks is you try and run up the middle, and you've got Robert Clark and Sam Harrison right there plugging the holes.
And I believe Reggie too.
Reggie as well. Reggie Vaughn, the 8th grader, who is ice cold out there tonight. They line up. Trips near side, no receivers far side. Harkless in the backfield with Abear standing up on the play.
A flag on the play, actually. And
It's going to be offsides on the Saints, bringing it back to third and 13. Not offside, excuse me. It's going to be illegal procedure on the Saints, pushing them back to about the 38-yard line. Once again, same formation. He gets ready to take the snap. He's looking around, making sure his receivers are set. Trips on the far side. He's dropping back to pass. He's looking near side, and he is throwing, aiming for number 4. Hard covered.
And that is an incomplete pass with who is that on the
Intended
Saints?
receiver was going to be Michael John Davis. He was under hard coverage by number 4 for the Bruins. Antonio Handy stayed right on him, did what any good defensive back was going to do. No pushing, no shoving, but in his face the whole way there, making it extremely hard to catch that ball.
Antonio may be a little short guy, but he can sure run, and he can sure keep up with those wide receivers.
That's right, and he was proving to be a cold player last game. Fourth down and 13 for the Bruins. For the Saints. Bruins showing blitz. Trips. It's going to be Trips near side. He's looking, intended for number 2. Ball is nearly thrown out of bounds. Number 3, Kevin May, and number 15, Chris Watson, applying heavy coverage to the receivers. It's going to be a turnover on downs. First down, Bruins.
So I guess they tried to do the same play again, but this time they had 2 Bruins, but they also had 2 Saints. So they were each covered. And so that brings them down to 4th down. So now it is on turnover on downs. So now it is Bruin ball.
That's right. Bruins are going to set up shop at about their own 37-yard line. Anxious to see what Emil Picarella, the 8th grader starting varsity quarterback, which is impressive in itself, is going to do tonight.
Let's see if Emil and Chris Washington can make some more beautiful
Shotgun
plays.
formation, one receiver either side. He takes the snap. He hands it off to number 3, Kevin May, cutting up the middle. That's a first down. Kevin May, he is at the 30-yard line. Hands are on him, and he is he's slung out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Nobody could tackle him. He had number 14, number 14, Josh Everett, lead blocking for him, and that was a huge breakaway for Kevin May.
You would know what the crazy thing is that he's running, he keeps on running, and he was still not brought down. Even though he was thrown out of bounds for a Bruins first down, he was thrown out of bounds, but the crazy thing is that he was still up and he was still running.
That's right, that's going to be first down, Bruins at the 23-yard line. Excellent run by Kevin May. And Sam Harrison getting his offensive line set up as he lines up over the ball. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to just inform you we are no longer on the radio tonight due to technical difficulties. One receiver either side. Emil takes the snap, hands it off to number 3, Kevin May again, who is stopped for about a 2-yard gain. Stopped almost at the line of scrimmage by number 75 for the Saints. Number 75 is Rush Lacoste.
Even though they did have a 2-yard gain, but still that crazy play with Kevin May, as he came for I don't know how many yards that was. What was it? 15? 15?
I believe it was 21.
21. I was close. But that was still crazy. Even though that 2-yard gain, those 2-yard gains could still get us somewhere.
Bruins line up. One receiver either side. Kevin May in motion in the backfield. Quarterback keeper Emil to the outside. Gains about 5 yards and is pushed out of bounds. Great work looking for the play, and then Emil making the call to keep it himself. Excellent call by the quarterback right there to make it 3rd and 5.
Yeah, but although Emil is the quarterback, he has amazing passing strength and he can still run, which is kind of unique for a quarterback.
That's right. It's going to be 3rd and 5 for the Bruins. Emil joined in the backfield with number 4, Tony Handy, and Kevin May. Hands off to Kevin May, who's trying to cut around the outside, coming around the near side. He's got 2 men to beat, and that is going to be a touchdown, Bruins. Excellent play. Handed off to Kevin around the near side, and he was in.
Yeah, that was an absolutely beautiful play as Kevin May was coming around. He made it for that touchdown, and he knew as soon as he crossed most likely the 10-yard line, he was going for that end zone.
And Bruins draw first blood in this ball game with 7 minutes, 11 seconds left to go in the first quarter. The score is Bruins 6, Saints 0, and Ryder Sesser setting up the tee and having a conversation with his holder to get ready to kick the extra point. Now, he was practicing and he was drilling him earlier. Let's see what he can do in the game. This is number 5, and he comes up, takes the kick. It is up.
And it is
no good to the far side over there. Perfect height, too far out.
Yeah. Although it is his first year this year, he has made some good kicks.
That's right, he has. All right, and now the St. Joe Bruins will kick the ball off to the Saints for the Saints' second possession of the evening. They're trailing by 6 points against your Bruins with 7 minutes, 11 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Bruins have all 3 timeouts. Saints have 2 remaining.
So for your first quarter, the Bruins have 6. It is currently 6-0 with the starting off with the Holy War, as Bruins draw first blood. But let's see if we can make it at least maybe 13. See if we can get that extra point and that touchdown.
That's right, and certainly have the defense stop St. Andrews from scoring as St. Andrews is about to get the ball. Now, Ryder is lining up over the ball. Manager Ralph Arrington throwing the referee the football so he can kick it off. Now, Connor, what do you think the defense might do a little bit differently on this stand?
So they have been showing a little bit more blitz with Coach Moore. I'm kind of hoping that they do a little bit more man coverage, but I think what the Saints are trying to do is just mix it up, just to try and get the Bruin defense a little bit more confused.
And Ryder Sesser signals far side, signals near side, and he puts a right boot into the ball. It's an end-over-end kick that's going to be received at about the 10-yard line by number 4 for the Saints. He's going to break away through the middle and run it up to about the 41-yard line, maybe 42. We're going to see where the spot's at. Pretty good run by number 4. That is going to be Michael John Davis for the Saints.
That was a good kick all the way down to the 10-yard line. But although sadly the Saints brought it up for about a 30-yard punt return.
They line up shotgun formation, 2 receivers on the far side, none on the near side. Abear gets ready to receive the snap, and here it comes. He's got it, and he hands it off to number 5. Tries to go up the middle, and he's tackled for a loss. He was definitely trying to cut inside in between Sam Harrison and Robert Clark, but that was not going to happen, and number 7, Josh Briscoe, busted in there and made the play to tackle him for a loss, bringing up 2nd down and 15.
And also our quarterbacks is also on the Bruin defense right now. Emil Picarella, number 2, he's out there right now. And although we do have a shortage on players, well, we do have a tiny team.
That's right. They line up. Trips near side, 1 receiver far side. Abear awaiting the snap. And that's right. Emil is playing free safety at the moment. Bruins showing blitz. The snap is off. He's dropping back to pass. Number 7, Josh Briscoe, is all over him in the backfield, but the play seems to be whistled dead. Or I heard a whistle. Not sure what that was all about. Oh, it was actually the band. My bad. But that is going to bring up 3rd and 23. Excellent play by Josh Briscoe. The blitz worked. He got in there, and he had Trey Abear running backwards.
I was wrong about doing man coverage. I think now I'm starting to think that the blitz might start working because they came out there. Josh Briscoe broke through and went for that sack.
That's right. We have a timeout on the field. Doesn't appear to be either team. It's looking like an official timeout, one of those heat timeouts. Make sure that nobody gets overheated tonight. Making sure all of the players stay healthy, stay safe. Now, one thing we should watch tonight, I saw Josh Briscoe getting his ankle wrapped before he went out. He had a little bit of trouble with it last week against Richland, but he is on fire already tonight with a big play early on. So good for him, and hope that ankle holds all night.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to ignore that injured foot and just trying to get a little bit more adrenaline pumping, just to bring down the Saints.
That's right, and the Saints are going to be at about their own 29-yard line after that huge loss put on them by the senior Josh Briscoe. Excellent play there, and they are coming back to take the field. with 5 minutes, 52 seconds left to go in your first quarter play. Bruins up 6-0. Saints are going to line up. No receivers near side. Trips on the far side. Abear waiting the snap, and he's dropping back to pass. He's looking far side. He throws. Intended receiver number. Is that number 11? Number 11 for the Saints, but it is no good. Thrown over his head. Ball was uncatchable.
Yeah, it went straight over his head, right into. I believe that. Was that a turnover on downs?
Now it's going to bring up 4th and long. They're definitely going to have to punt this one away. But once again, number 15, Chris Watson, covering the receiver, making sure that nothing was caught. And we've got number 3, Kevin May, and number 4, Antonio Handy, the dynamic duo, back deep to receive the punt at about the Bruins 35-yard line. And the punt is up. It's a spiral punt. It bounces right about the 35 and rolls out of bounds. So Bruins are going to start at probably the 34-yard line.
On the Bruins, on the Bruins side. Let's see if we can bring it all the way into the Saints territory.
That's right. That is always the goal, trying to march down the field and score, which I definitely think that the Bruins are capable of doing. They've already shown it early on in the game.
Yeah, that's right. As it's being still 6-0, let's see if we can make the Bruins 13-0. And let's just hope that the Saints defense can't score a touchdown this whole entire game.
That's right. Chris Watson, number 15, running off the field. Emil Picarella in the backfield, going to be shotgun formation. He's joined back there by number 3, Kevin May, and number 48, Reginald Vaughn. Timeout, Bruins. I guess Coach Bond needs another chance to make sure his offense is set and ready this evening. What do you think he's going to be telling them in that called timeout?
I think that's what I think he's telling them is just maybe try and throw a little bit deep, just try to change it up a little bit, since they have been throwing a little bit of short passes, mainly running though, and I think he's just going to try and change it up because the Saints defense knows that they have a good running game, and I guess we're just going to try and change it up.
I agree. That's probably is what he's telling them. And the Bruins are coming out of their timeout huddle, getting ready to take the field. Number 78, Sam Harrison, lines up over the ball. A commanding figure on the offensive line. He is tough, and he is willing. He is going to block people tonight. He has not let anyone through. They line up one receiver near side. He takes the snap, turns around, hands it off to number 3, Kevin May. Coming around the near side, brought down at the 40-yard line by number 4 and number 22 for your Saints. On the tackle, that's going to be Michael John Davis, number 4, and number 15, Sahaj Gosane.
Yeah, apparently I was wrong about the deep pass. They just decided to go around and that brought us to the 40-yard line.
All right, breaking the huddle. Sam Harrison's over the ball again. Big Rob to his left. That's going to be Robert Clark. They line up. Trips far side. One receiver near side. Kevin May in the backfield. Emil takes the snap. Drops back to pass. Looks far. And he's throwing it over the middle to Antonio Handy. Hits him in the hands at the 25-yard line. It's going to be incomplete. If he had made that catch, that would have been amazing. But it was definitely a tough catch. Over the shoulder and barely grazed the fingertips. Little overthrown by Emil.
Yeah, but although Emil did throw it a little overboard, just a little bit over, that was still an amazing pass. If Antonio caught that, that would have been an automatic touchdown for the Bruins.
I agree. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 4 for the St. Joseph Bruins. They're lining up one receiver either side. Emil takes the snap, hands it off to Kevin May with Reggie as the lead blocker, but Kevin has to cut outside, can't follow the block. And that's going to be a 1st down for the Bruins.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
See, Reggie was set up to run up the middle and block for him, but Kevin saw the blitz coming and made the call quick on his feet, came around the outside to about the 52-yard line. bringing up a 1st and 10. 51-yard line. Or actually, not 51, 49-yard line. I always do that.
Yeah. Since the Saints came up, Kevin May saw that he quickly evaded that pass. He came back around, and then he was brought down on the 50-yard. 50. No.
3 receivers far side, 1 near side. Emil takes the pass, drops back, and almost hits Antonio Handy in the hands. But once again, another incomplete pass there. Just a little bit overthrown by Emil. If he could dial it back just a hair and really connect with Antonio, these would be big play after big play, and I'm looking for him to do that tonight.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Although Antonio hasn't caught any of this so far. Emil has been throwing pretty good. Although that was a bullet, that was still a good pass to Antonio.
That's right, 4 minutes, 39 seconds left to go in the first quarter of play. Bruins break the huddle and take the field. They've got twins either side. Kevin May in the backfield with Emil. Emil takes the snap. Kevin May out for a screen pass. Emil under pressure, scrambles, tosses it to Kevin May at about the line of scrimmage. Kevin has it, is coming around, passing the 40, passing the 35, still on his feet, breaking tackles, and brought down at the 25-yard line by number 4, Michael John Davis for the Saints. Emil felt the pressure, and he made a quick over-the-middle pass to Kevin May.
Which usually you don't see that. He was just rushing, trying to get out the pocket, and as soon as he saw Kevin May, he just did a quick little toss, and off went Kevin May to the 24-yard line.
Kevin May real quick on his feet, real shifty runner. Excellent job. So they're going to line up in that same formation, 3-man in the backfield, 1 receiver each side. And the plan is definitely to have Reggie lead block for Clifton Goodlow, who gets around. There's a fumble on the play at about the 20-yard line. Going to see who has it. Bruins saying they have it. Saints don't really know. Bruins are definitely pointing their way.
Yeah, because I did see Clifton trying to grab that ball, and I believe it is their ball.
That's right. And see, the theory behind that play is you've got Clifton, you've got Emil. Behind Emil, you have Reggie. And behind Reggie, you've got a running back. Emil hands it off to the running back, and Reggie lead blocks. But the hole got closed up, and Reggie couldn't run through it, so Clifton had to try and run around the outside, eventually fumbling the ball but recovering it himself. Good play by the Bruins to bring up 2nd down and 6.
Yeah.
They line up, trips far side, trips near side, 1 receiver far side. Emil takes the snap. False start on the Bruins.
Sadly, put us back 5 yards.
Oh, timeout on the
timeout.
Bruins. Man, I'm getting tripped up tonight.
Yeah.
All right, so we're looking at 2nd down and 6 for the Bruins. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. Bruins are deep in Saints territory, looking to make another play at the end zone. Connor, what do you expect this next play call?
I'm expecting that it's going to be just running up the middle or just trying to go around the sides, because that's what tends to get the Saints a little bit tripped up, because as Kevin May is coming around, since Kevin May's shifting on his feet, he's really fast. He just comes around, and they just can't reach him until he's about 5 yards away.
All right, trips near side, 1 receiver far side. Emil drops back to pass, feels the pressure, moves up to the line of scrimmage, throws a laser. A laser intended for number 4, Antonio Handy, but it was incomplete. Antonio was guarded heavily by number 22 for the Saints, Jack Sewell.
Yeah,
3rd down and 6 Bruins.
Yeah, that was a pretty hard catch to pass, because Emil did throw it a little bit too hard, but I'm sure if he would have thrown it a little bit softer, and I'm sure Antonio would have caught that, and that would have been a Bruin touchdown. Bruins
line up, 1 receiver either side. Reggie to lead block, hands it off to number 3, Kevin May. Coming around the outside, doesn't follow the blocker again, around the near side, and that is another Bruin touchdown. Now that seems to be a playmaker. There is a flag on the play. However, that play where, of course, Reggie Vaughn is the intended lead blocker, but we haven't seen the running back follow him yet tonight. They always seem to cut around the outside. So you've got Reggie protecting him from the line, making sure no blitz gets in there, and then they cut around.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Reggie has been doing great, but
that is going to be holding on the Bruins.
Dang. But I just kind of want to see, Reggie just go with the running back, or with Kevin actually. just to see what would happen.
So that's going to bring the Bruins back 15 yards. Not sure who the hold was on, but that is definitely, of course, the touchdown does not stand, and it's going to be 3rd and 20 for the St. Joseph Bruins.
It's Reggie. Wait, yes, Reggie.
Reggie coming off the field. Josh Briscoe taking over. Josh Briscoe running across, set up trips on the far side, one receiver near side. Emil awaits the snap, catches a low snap, throws it off to intended receiver was Chris Watson, but it is picked off.
That's all right, though.
Picked off by number 11, Larry Day for the Saints. Saints will take over at about at right on the 25-yard line.
Hey, the bright side of it is that we did push them onto their territory, so they do have a long way to go until they reach the Bruin end zone, which I believe is not going to happen. What I believe is going to happen is that the Bruins are going to do a blitz. They're going to come straight for him and he's going to sack the quarterback.
That's right. Bruins showing blitz, one receiver either side. Sorry to interrupt you there, Connor. He takes the handoff, hands it off to Jamin Harkless, who was brought down in the backfield by Sam Harrison, getting up with a celebration. 78 Sam Harrison, the nose guard, busted through the offensive line and made a stop right there.
Yeah, that's right. He went straight for him and he brought him down.
All right, Saints line up, same formation. Hebert receives the snap, or calls for the snap, don't receive it yet. Looking around, getting set, making sure everything's ready. Bruins showing blitz. Emil Picarella showing a little blitz from the free safety spot. Trying to draw the Bruins off sides here. 5 seconds on the play clock, and he takes the snap. He's looking to pass. He's looking to the far side, running to the near side. He's got number 4, Antonio Handy, on his feet, and he is stopped right at the 30-yard line by Robert Clark and Chris Watson, double teaming him, sandwiching him together, and stopping him in his tracks. That was Hebert on the quarterback keeper. He looked to pass but did not see anything.
Although he did break the first Bruin tackle, Chris Watson and Emil came in, sandwiched him, brought him right down to the ground.
Alrighty, Saints line up, twins either side for 3rd and 10. Trey Hebert sends a man in motion, gets ready to take the snap. Going to be trips on the far side. He drops back to pass. He's looking to the far side. Intended receiver is going to be number 22, and that pass is incomplete. Saints looking for a pass interference call. Refs throwing none. You can hear the St. Andrews Saints fans booing. I personally did not see any interference on that play, but they clearly saw something that we did not. That's going to bring up 4th down and 10 for the Saints. And you can see that Trey Hebert is visibly frustrated. He is also the kicker for this team, so he is lining up to punt the ball away. Kevin May back deep for the Bruins. Bruins showing heavy blitz here, I guess trying to block the punt, and they are in the backfield. Tony Handy almost gets a hand on it, but the ball is punted, takes a Saints bounce to about the 40. Kevin May has it around the near side and is stopped right at the 50-yard line by number 22, Jack Sewell for the Saints. So the Bruins will be setting up right at the 50-yard line with 1:25 to go.
As Kevin was running, he caught it, and then he just kept on going, and then he was eventually brought down. And I saw the ball just come out of his possession, and then his quick hands quickly caught it, and he was brought down on the Bruin 50-yard line. But so far, the Bruins have been doing excellent tonight.
That's right. Bruins line up. Sam Harrison over the ball. They've got 2 receivers far side, 1 near side. Emil takes the snap. He's dropping back to pass. He's looking to the far side. Hits Tony Handy this time. Tony catches it for a 1st down for the Bruins and more, all the way up to about the 23-yard line around the far sideline for the St. Joseph Bruins.
Yeah, that was a great pass. Yeah, that was a great pass from Emil to Antonio, and as Antonio was as Antonio was running, he was running down the sideline, and no Shane could catch him, and eventually they did get to him, but by that point, the Bruins have already gotten a 1st down.
That's right. That's going to be 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Bruins line up. One receiver either side. Emil takes the snap, pitches it out to Kevin May, going around the far side, cutting back in, coming back across midfield towards the near side. He's got a man on his heels, and he's got nobody to beat, and that's going to be another Bruin touchdown for Kevin May, bringing your score 12-zip with 1 minute and 5 seconds left to go.
The Bruins are having a great first quarter so far. The Bruins have been able to score at what should be 3 touchdowns, but sadly that Bruin holding call, held them back.
That's right, but how about Kevin May, the senior running back, nicknamed D1 Kev, his ability to change direction so quickly. He was supposed to go around the far side, almost to the far sideline, cuts back all the way across, and Ryder Sesser to kick the ball. He puts it up, and it's
that is
good.
So that brings the Bruins 13-0. So far, the Bruins are having a great first quarter and first half, with the score being 13-0.
That's right, 1 minute and 5 seconds left to go.
And you can hear how hyped up the crowd is. They're all
even for a 25% capacity crowd, you can hear them going crazy over here.
And surprisingly, actually no, not surprisingly, we can't hear the St. Andrew side.
I mean, excellent run by Kevin May, using his feet and using his shiftiness, his ability to juke men out and get away from people to bring up another touchdown. It was almost the exact same as when he scored the first time. He was running far side, cuts back across the middle, and makes it on the near side corner into the end zone. Excellent job.
And I think Ryder's starting to show his true colors with that first kick, with the kickoff. That was a good punt, although it was wobbly. And then for the first PAT, he didn't do so well, but for the second PAT, he did absolutely wonderful. Brought it straight through the goalpost.
Sesser lining up to kick the ball away for the Bruins. Signals left, signals right, makes sure the line is set. Runs forward, puts a hard right boot. It's a low, wobbly kick. Takes a Bruin bounce, fielded at about the 10-yard line by number 4, who's coming around the near side. Tries to hurdle Noah Chaplin for the Bruins. Gets over him, but John Parker Hornback was right there to clean it up. Hurdled one, ran into another, so they're going to set up shop right about the 31-yard line.
Yeah, because typical Bruin defense tends to go low, so I guess the Saints all of a sudden thought that they could just, if they hurdled over them, they would have been going straight. But something about the Bruins is that if one guy misses the tackle, the rest come.
All right, Saints line up. No receivers near side, trips on the far side. Abear getting ready to take the snap. Number 5, Jamin Harkless in the backfield. It's a quarterback keeper trying to get around the outside. He's moving, got men on him, breaks away. Breaks the tackle from Emil Picarella. Fumble on the field. Number 16, Mason Roach for the Bruins recovers the football with 49 seconds left to go in the first quarter play. Excellent job. Emil Picarella forced the fumble, and then Mason Roach was right there to clean it up.
Yeah, Emil went straight for those legs, and the quarterback all of a sudden just lost possession of the ball, and it was straight right in front of a Bruin, and he just came for it and picked that ball up, and then there we go. That was Bruins' possession. That
was the sophomore Mason Roach making the play right there. So Bruins are setting up for a first down from the 48-yard line. 1st and 10, one receiver either side. Reggie in the backfield to lead. Block Emil takes the snap, hands it off to number 13, Clifton Goodlow. Coming around the outside is hit hard by number 11, Larry Day for the Saints. Pushed out of bounds for about, looking to me like a 9-yard gain. Just inches shy of the first down, almost moving the sticks.
Yeah, Clifton saw the hit coming, so he put his he wraps up the ball, put his shoulder pad out, and he just plowed straight through him.
Bruins line up, same formation. In the backfield, we've got Clifton Goodlow, Reginald Vaughn, and Emil Picarella receiving the snap. He takes the snap, drops back to pass, fakes the handoff to Clifton, is running around the outside, coming up, throws a high one to Antonio Handy, and it's going to be incomplete.
And that ends the first quarter, which brings us on to the second quarter. of the first half. So far, the Bruins have been doing excellent tonight, with the score being 13-0. Although the one touchdown pass, which I probably most likely won't get over throughout the whole entire night, was called off. So technically, we do have 3 touchdowns, but they didn't count that one.
It was holding. Technically, we have 2 touchdowns on the board.
I would just like to think that we have 3 touchdowns. But so far, the Bruins have been doing great with the score being 13-0, and that being the end of the first quarter, going on to the second.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I would just like to go ahead and give you a little preview update, I guess, of your halftime show. We're going to have Harrison Mohead interviewing Coach McCall, the head baseball coach here at St. Joe. Harrison Mohead is a senior baseball player himself, and I assume they're going to be talking about baseball. I'm not really sure. I haven't seen Harrison's notes for the interview, but it should be a great show, and that's coming up at the half after the second quarter.
Yeah, because I know Coach McCall can hold a conversation, and he just keeps on going and going. And I think Harrison and him would be great.
All right, 3rd down and 1 for the Bruins. Facing the opposite way now. Ball is on the far hash, spotted at the Saints' 39-yard line. Bruins line up, 1 receiver either side. Emil Reggie and Clifton in the backfield. Excuse me, not Clifton. It's going to be Kevin May, who receives a handoff and gets a gain of about 4 yards on the play.
There's a flag on the play, and we're just going to wait for what the call is.
Flag is going to be false start on the Bruins.
So, illegal procedure. So that brings us back to the
44-yard line to bring up 3rd down and 6.
So let's see what the Bruins have to offer for this play.
All right, they line up trips on the near side. 1 receiver, no receivers far side actually. Emil awaits the snap, and here it comes. It is off. He's dropping back to pass. Flag on the play. He's looking to the far side, throws one up, launching it. Intended receiver. Intended receiver is Antonio Handy. It was picked off by number 22, who dropped it immediately. Still Bruin football. Waiting to see the referee's call on the play.
I think Emil was getting rushed, so he just kind of panicked a little bit, and so he just tried to get it out there as quickly as possible. And so the Saints, they saw that ball and they went for it, but then they dropped it.
Another illegal procedure call on the Bruins. I'm not sure what they're doing, but whatever that play is that they are running, they need to stop doing it, as it is getting an illegal procedure call. That is the 3rd one of the evening, and that's going to bring up 4th down and 6 for the Bruins at the Saints' 44-yard line.
At this point, we might as well just pass it, because although we have been passing. Running up the middle or around the sides may not work this time.
All right, Bruins line up. Trips on the far side, trips on the near side, no receivers far side. Emil looking to the near side, hits 14, Josh Everett. And it looked like he bobbled it before he ran out of bounds, but they are going to spot that and give the Bruins hopefully enough for the 1st down. Might have to bring the chains out on the field.
Although it is a flag on the play, I believe I saw.
It might be. I'm trying to look. I see one of the Bruin players was holding a flag. I guess the ref threw. Personal foul on the Saints, bringing up 1st down for the Bruins.
That is what the Bruins need so far, since that illegal procedure brought them back about 10 or 15 yards.
If I had to guess, that's going to be a hit out of bounds. Bringing up 1st down for the Bruins. Bruins lead 13-zip. 11 minutes, 23 seconds left to go in the half. Bruins have 1 timeout. Saints have 2 remaining. And Bruins line up, trips far side, 1 receiver near side. Saints showing blitz. Emil awaiting the snap. And here it comes. And he is dropping back to pass, looking to the far side. Hits Antonio Handy right about the line of scrimmage. and that is where he's going to be brought down by Jack Sewell for the St. Andrews Saints. Number 22 on the stop.
Yeah, because I saw Antonio Handy. He turned around, caught that, and then sadly the St. Andrews Saints came around and hit him and they brought him back, brought him down.
Right you are, Connor. Then Bruins are going to line up. 2 receivers near side, 1 on the far side. Neal hands it off to number 3. Kevin May coming around the near side. Got a man to beat. Tries to use his feet to get away. Couldn't quite get away from number 4 that time for the Saints, and is brought down for a gain of what looks to be 2 yards on the play. He did a lot of a lot of cross the field motion, not a whole lot of motion going up the field, but that is the way it goes sometimes. It's going to be 3rd down and 8 for the Bruins.
Yeah, that's right. Since Kevin May is really quick on his feet, and so I guess he tried to escape, slowing down just a little bit, just trying to juke out one of the Saints players, but the Saints player recognized him and brought him down.
That's right. Bruins line up. Twins far side one receiver near side. Handoff in the backfield to number 13, Clifton Goodlow, driving up the middle, and he's going to be stopped right about the 15-yard line.
We have seen a lot of Clifton. We have seen a lot of Kevin and Antonio. Let's see what the other Bruins have to offer.
And that's going to bring up 4th and 2 for your Bruins at the 15-yard line. 15 yards to go to score again. 2 yards to get a fresh set of 4 downs. They line up. Twins far side, 1 receiver near side. Emil takes the snap, turns around, hands it off to Clifton Goodlow, running up the middle, and is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Wrapped up by 75, Rush Lacoste on the stop. It's going to be a
little bit of confusion on the field right now, and up here too.
Looking like it, trying to figure out what's going on. Looked like it should have been a turnover on downs, and it was. Saints are going to take over 1st down from their own 15.
Although it is a turnover on downs, the Saints are on their side of the field, so maybe if we just bring it back just a little bit, we can try and get a safety on them.
Or just get a hard stop right here.
Or just shut them down right here. Like,
Saints line up. 2 receivers on the far side, none on the near side. Hebert awaiting the snap. Bruins showing blitz. Here comes the snap. He's looking to the far side. Looking, he throws a high one to number 4 for the Saints, and it hits him in the hands and slides through. Number 4, the intended receiver.
As 3 Bruins enclosed them, there was no way he was going to go further than the 50-yard line.
Hit Michael John Davis in the hands and slid through. Bruins currently the only ones with points on the board in the 2020 Holy War. 9 minutes, 11 seconds remaining on the clock. They line up, trips 2 receivers far side, none on the near side. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, hits number 4, and he's going to be brought down for the 1st down at about the 37-yard line. 1st down, Saints.
So, number 6, Parker Davis, I saw that as he was making that tackle, he grabbed his shirt, pulled him back, and just wrapped up around him and brought him straight down.
That's right, same formation by the Saints. Hebert talking to his line, making sure they get set. Moves number 5, Jamin Harkless over, sends him in motion. Looks for the screen pass, looking to pass at all, and it's going to be incomplete. Flag on the play. Robert Clark in the backfield, tackling the quarterback. Could be roughing the passer. Let's see what the call is here.
Wait.
They're actually calling holding on the Saints, backing them up 15 yards. All the Saints line up in the same formation.
First down and 20 now for St. Andrews.
First down and 20 for St. Andrews. So that's going to be a long ways away for them.
That is, they've got to make 20 yards to get 4 more downs. Hopefully the Bruins can hold them and not let them cover 20 yards in 4 plays. 8 minutes, 41 seconds remaining on the clock. Same formation as before. Bruins showing blitz. Hands it off to number 5, who is stopped at the line of scrimmage by a whole host of Bruins. Namely, that's going to be number 9, Cole Spivey on the tackle.
For short yardage there, that's number 7, Josh Briscoe, and number 9, Cole Spivey, and several others on the tackle for the Bruins.
Cole Spivey also new to the team this year. Number 9, a junior with the tackle.
Ball marked back at the 20-yard line of the Saints.
So they're currently still at their former line of scrimmage. So they're still on their 20-yard line. Or
2nd and 22, two receivers near side. He's looking near side to pass, and he throws one up intended for number 11, incomplete, overthrown. Chris Watson covering the receiver, making sure that even if it was on line, he would have had a hand on it to bat it down.
So far, Coach Moore's defense has been doing excellent tonight as he's bringing down every single play, as he's bringing down every single Saints play. He's shutting them down constantly. Whenever they try to pass, the Bruins are right there. Whenever they try to run up the middle, the Bruins are there.
That's right, and Saints line up, trips on the far side. Hebert waiting the snap. Joined in the backfield by Harkless. He takes the snap, drops back to pass, looking to the far side, and launches one to number, I can't get the number. Connor, can you read that? That's going to be number 8, Reed Hooks, and that's going to be a huge pass, about a 30-yard pass, and that's going to move the chains and set the Saints up at the 50-yard line.
They did get a perfect 30 yards on that.
All right, 1st and 10, hurry up, snaps the ball, hands it off to Harkless, tries to run up the middle, and is stopped by the Bruin line. Sam Harrison and Robert Clark in on the tackle. Tried to run right between those two men, and that is never going to be a good bet. Reginald Vaughn, number 48, also in on the tackle.
Reggie so far has been a little bit quiet tonight, but I'm sure he's saving it for some bigger play.
That's right, Saints prepare to take the field. Two receivers either side, really close to the line. Sends number 11 in motion and takes the snap. Drops back to pass, rolling to the near side. Throws, aiming for 11. Kevin May right there with the pick. Kevin picks it off at the 20, and he is at the 30, the 35, the 40, the 50. And he is brought down out at the Saints, or pushed out of bounds, rather, at the Saints' 43-yard line. Flag on the play. Ball hit Kevin May in the hands. He caught it, waited, and then took off. Excellent play by the senior, number 3.
Yeah, Kevin May, as soon as that ball was coming straight for the wide receiver, Kevin May was right there. He turned around, took that ball from him. The wide receiver tried to pry it out of his hands, but he wouldn't let that happen. So he just booked it down the field onto the Saints' 43-yard line. And
we've got a block in the back on the interception return. But either way, that is going to be Bruin first down from the 15-yard line. Their own 15-yard line, that is. Bruins up 13-0. 6 minutes, 46 seconds remaining in this first half of football.
Although Kevin May brought it all the way down to the 43-yard line, the Bruins, which did not happen. At least the Bruins still have it on the 23-yard line.
That's right. Bruins are going to line up twins either side. Reginald Vaughn in the backfield with Emil Picarella. And he awaits the snap, takes it. Refs whistle the play dead as soon as the ball is snapped.
With 6 minutes and 46 seconds
Timeout, Saints.
So with 6 minutes and 46 seconds left in the second quarter, of the first half. That will bring us to the halftime show soon with Harrison Mohead and Coach McCall, the head baseball coach.
That's right, PA announcer giving a shout out to the band. The band is set up over near the scoreboard at Bill Rayfield Field this evening. They've got some risers, and then the drum corps is out front. Interesting seeing them over there. I'm not sure how I feel about that. It's nice having everybody in the stands, but of course in these unprecedented times we aren't able to do that. Sam Harrison lines up over the ball, gets his offensive line ready to go.
The student section is.
And Bruins are lining up twins either side. Reggie Vaughn in the backfield with Emil Picarella. Emil takes the snap, hands it off, fakes a handoff to Reggie, actually fakes me out, throws a long one down the sideline to Kevin May, nearly picked off by number 11, but that is okay because it was not. That's going to be an incomplete pass to bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Bruins.
So Emil was being rushed by two players, so he immediately threw it out. He immediately threw it up to the wide receiver, and it was gonna be picked, but luckily the cornerback dropped it.
The defender dropped it, but yeah. So Bruins line up, twins near side, one receiver far side. Emil takes the snap, hands it off to Reggie, cutting up the middle, around to the outside, moving towards the far sideline. A man brings him down, push in the back to tackle him. That's going to be 75 for the Saints. Rush Lacoste on the stop.
So that pass was intended for, that handoff was intended for Clifton Goodlow, and so as he was running down the sideline, he was brought down onto the, on the 50-yard line? No, 52-yard line.
That's right. Bruins lining up, twins near side, one receiver far side, handed it off to Clifton Goodlow up the middle again for about a 5-yard gain. Brought down by 75. Rush Lacoste again on the tackle, bringing up 2nd and 6 for the Bruins. 5 minutes, 57 seconds remaining in the first half. Bruins lead 13-0 over the St. Andrews Saints in the 2020 Holy War.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Let's see if the Bruins can pull another. Touchdown with the Bruin offense.
That's right, Connor. And as both teams prepare to take the ball. All right. There we go. Sorry, having a little bit of technical difficulty back here with the camera, trying to find a charger, and our advisor walking back and forth. We were in a very cramped spot up in the stands. We've got about 2 rows of bleachers, about 6 feet wide. Of course, we got social distance that we are taking up, and it is a different setup than what we're usually used to. Used to having like a flat platform. The table's kind of wobbly, but either way, we're going to make it work. And Bruins and Saints line up, 2nd down and 6. Bruins getting ready to get set. They've got 2 receivers near side, 1 on the far side. Kevin May in the backfield with Emil. Emil takes the snap. It's on the ground. He just has to fall on it. Snap hit him, and then he dropped it. Had to fall on it just to save the play right there. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 7 for the Bruins.
That was a bobbled snap, though, so luckily Emil did cover the ball, so no other Saints player could cover it. So it could be a turnover.
Right, so that's going to be 3rd down and 9 for the St. Joseph Bruins. 12 seconds on the play clock. Bruins line up. Twins on the near side, 1 receiver far side. Emil takes the snap, drops back to passes, looking near side, looking for Chris Watson, throws a high one up, and it's going to be overthrown. Incomplete pass, bringing up 4th and 9 for the Bruins.
So far, Emil has been on points, but sadly there has been some incomplete passes, but mainly they've been straight to either Antonio Handy, Kevin May, but mainly Kevin May. Kevin May has been on fire tonight so far, defense and offense.
And special teams comes out. Ryder Sester prepares to kick the ball away. And the snap is back. Ryder catches a high snap, still almost got the punt off. It is blocked and recovered by 75 for the Saints. That's going to be Saints football at the Bruins 34-yard line. The snap was high. Ryder had to jump up in the air to grab it, and then he brought it down, tried to kick it, and kicked it right into a Saints player. He might have kicked the player too, either way. But either way, number 75 for the Saints recovered the ball, and they're going to be spotted at the 34-yard line.
Either way, he's probably going to find out in a couple of minutes after the pain starts settling in.
First and 10, Saints. They line up. Twins on the far side, no receivers near side. Abear takes the snap, tries to keep it himself, going around the outside, and has his legs cut out from under him by number 8, Noah Chaplin. That's going to be a 3-yard loss. Noah came out of nowhere. It seemed like as soon as the ball hit Abear in the hands, there he was to cut his legs out.
That's absolutely right. Noah was just waiting for him, and Noah came to him, and right at that moment, the quarterback knew, and he was swept right off his feet.
Same formation for the Saints. And the snap is off. Number 1 dropping back to pass. He's looking, and he is tackled. He is tackled in the backfield as he tries to release the ball by number 68, Robert Clark. Ball is nearly intercepted by Josh Briscoe, but he could not hang on to it. It's going to bring up third and 13 for the Saints.
He almost had it in his possession, but sadly, he bobbled it just a little bit, and it came straight out of his possession.
That's right. Now the Saints line up. Trips on the near side. 2 receivers far side. Abear alone in the backfield. Bruins showing blitz. He takes the snap, is looking to the near side, and hits 22 in the hands, but he is brought down quick but for about a 5-yard gain. Finally getting the down marker back between the sticks to bring up 4th down and 7.
With, who was that, by number 9, I believe?
That'd be number 9, Cole Spivey on the tackle.
Cole Spivey, we've heard his name a couple times throughout the night, throughout this game, actually.
All right, they line up. Twins near side, 1 receiver far side. Bruins showing blitz on this 4th down play. They're going for it with 3 minutes, 39 seconds left to go in the half. Got nothing to lose. He drops back to pass. He's looking to the near side, throws one over the middle. Intended receiver was number 8, but it was incomplete.
That was a pure bullet, a pure laser. It went straight down the middle, but luckily nobody was there to catch it.
Intended for Reed Hooks, but as he didn't catch it, the Bruins will set up shop with a turnover on downs at the 33-yard line. All right, Connor, 3 minutes, 31 seconds to go in the half. Coach McCall is already making his way up here for the halftime show. What do you think the Bruins are doing on this, possibly the last drive of the half?
What I think the Bruins are going to do is just bring it down the field as quickly as possible in this 3 minutes and 31 seconds left in this half, and just try to do a little bit of mix and
Emil takes the snap, hands off to Kevin May, following Reggie up the middle, and brought down for about a 5-yard gain by number 11, Larry Day for the St. Andrews Saints.
He's brought down by Day and Davis for the Saints.
6 yards
on the play.
It's a quick 6 yards following Reggie. So that's what they've been trying to do, is have Reggie as a lead blocker a lot this evening. So, yeah, we're going to be at 2nd down and 4, 3 minutes, 3 seconds. Clock is running. They line up, same formation. Emil in the backfield awaiting the snap. And he's got the ball, turns around, hands it off to Kevin May again, trying to come around the outside, cuts back, moving to the far side, breaks the tackle, gets through, and is finally pushed out of bounds at the 37-yard line.
Kevin has been notorious for just bringing it down the sideline, cutting back. He is he's a very juke-like running back.
He is definitely king of the cutbacks on the Bruin offense.
Oh yeah, we've seen a lot of that tonight. Although last game with the Bruins that didn't work so good, but I think it's working perfectly for this games.
Flag on the play. The run is brought back and to bring up second down and about 10 for the Bruins. Not to undermine the good run by Kevin May right there. Excellent breakaway. It's going to be 2 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in the first half of football. Bruins leading 13-0 in the 2020 Holy War against the St. Andrews Saints. And they line up for 2nd and 10 at the 30 with trips on the near side, one receiver far side. Emil takes the snap. He's dropping back to pass, looking near side. Intended receiver Josh Briscoe, but overthrown just a hair. Josh wasn't quite able to make the play there. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Bruins.
Yeah, as Josh was running to catch that pass, it was just a little bit overthrown, and regardless if Josh would have caught that or not, it would have been out of bounds.
3rd and 10 Bruins. Sam Harrison getting his line set over the football. They're going to line up. Twins on the far side, one receiver near side. Emil takes the snap, turns around, hands it off to Clifton Goodlow. Coming up the middle, broke a tackle, gained about 5 on the play. Going to put it down at 4th and 5.
Tackle made by Michael John Davis. That's going to bring up a 4th down for St. Joe.
Michael John Davis on the stop for the Saints.
It is 4th down for the Bruins. Let's see. Let's just wait for the call, see if it's going to be either if we're going to punt it or if we're going to run it.
We're going for it. Riders staying on the sidelines. 8 seconds on the play clock. Bruins aren't set yet. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Timeout on the play for the Bruins.
And Bruins using their last timeout. Coach Bond trying to run the clock out as much as possible, getting it down to 1 minute, 43 seconds left in the half. And I definitely think he's going to go for it here.
Yeah, that's what I think he's going to do, because if they have to punt, that most likely will probably bring them down to about the 40, 30, or 20-yard line. So if we just go for it, we might be able to bring it just a little bit past the 1st down mark.
That is the goal. Move it past the sticks and get 4 new downs before halftime. All right, Saints coming back out onto the field, breaking their huddle. Bruins lining up. Well, they do have Ryder Sesser out on the field. I guess Coach Bond has opted to punt. Bruins in punt formation, 1 minute 43 on the clock. And Ryder waiting for the snap, receives it, catches it perfect, and makes a good punt. It's going to take a Bruin bounce at about the 40-yard line and roll to nearly the 45, where it is going to be down by the Bruins, and that is where the Saints will set up shop at the 34-yard line.
With a minute and just a minute and a half left for this half. Just once again, we're going to have Coach McCall and Harrison Mohead coming on for the halftime show.
That's right, and Bruins getting ready to make their defensive stand here. Kevin May back deep at free safety. Also in the defensive backfield, number 16, the sophomore Mason Roach. Saints line up, 2 receivers near side, 1 on the far side, hands it off number 11 around the outside. Josh Briscoe got a hand on him, trying to strip the ball. Tackle made in the backfield by Cole Spivey. Josh Briscoe had his hands on the ball trying to strip it, and Cole Spivey came in to clean it up for a loss of 5 yards to bring up 2nd down and 15 for the Saints.
So far, the Bruin defense tonight has been working excellent. They've been blocking. They've actually made a couple picks, and so far, let's just hope that the Bruins can keep this up.
Minute on the clock remaining. Saints line up, one receiver either side, 2 men in the backfield. Abear waiting for the snap, receives it, hands it off to number 4, trying to run around the outside. Hand on his jersey. He breaks that tackle and is brought down by number, who was that on the play? Number 15, Chris Watson.
With a flag on the play.
Face mask on the Bruins.
I'm not really used to having the band all the way by the scoreboard.
They're not nearly as loud.
No.
And that penalty on the Bruins will bring up first down. Saints right at the 50-yard line. 41 seconds left to go on the clock.
But regardless, if the Bruins hold them just for at least 41 more seconds, we're gonna have the ball in the second half.
That's right. Saints line up. 3 receivers on the far side, none on the near side. Abear, number 5, in the backfield. And that's going to be offsides on the Saints. Backing them up 5 yards.
So that brings back the Saints all the way back onto the 45-yard line, I believe. Yes, the 45-yard line.
Number 11, Larry Day, got a little too excited on the play. They line up, 2 receivers, far side, sends a man in motion. Oh, the man in motion hit the snap, knocking the ball backward. Number 1, Abear, had to run back about 15 yards to get it. As the snap came, the man came in motion, and the ball and the motion man collided.
Abear has had a rough night so far with a lot of sacks happening on him. And
that's going to run out the first half of play here at Bill Rayfield Field. Bruins lead 13-zip in the Holy War. And in just a moment now, I'm going to turn it over to Harrison Mohead and Coach McCall for the halftime show. Stick around. At the third quarter will be coming at you in about 12 minutes. All right, I'm giving it over to Harrison now.
Hello, everyone. I'm Harrison Mohead. We are on the campus of St. Joseph Catholic School in Bill Rayfield Field, where the St. Joe Bruins lead the St. Andrew Saints 13-0. Bruin Sports Radio, WJXC, Jackson, Mississippi Catholic Radio, 107.9. Bruin streaming the TV and BNN YouTube channel. Joining me tonight on the St. Joe Boosters halftime show is Gerard McCall, head coach of the Bruins baseball team and St. Joe's Dean of Students. Thanks for joining us tonight, Coach.
Thank you, Harrison. Nice to be here, man.
Yes, sir. So, give me your opinions on the first half of this game.
Well, I think we did a really good job of running the football. I think our defense played well. Looks like Kevin's been able to kind of cut back, and they haven't been able to keep contained on the backside. And Tony's made a few plays, and we've made a few plays on defense. And overall, I just think we're clicking in the first half, and we were able to kind of keep them solid. But looks like they have a plan to go deep. Looks like they have looked at a few matchups, and they want to try to test some of our defensive backs. But so far, they've stepped up to the challenge. And I hadn't seen much from them in the running game, which is good for us. If we can keep them throwing the ball, incomplete the ball, and not having very good field position, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, it looks like the line's blocking a lot better tonight too. Running game is on, and Kevin May, Antonio Handy, they're playing real well tonight. So, what does it mean for especially coaches? What does the Holy War mean?
I'm sorry.
What is the Holy War like? What is
Well, I've been actually fortunate enough to be on both sides of it. I was at St. Andrews for 10 years, and I'm going on my 7th year at St. Joe. So, it's just it's a real competitive rivalry. it's everybody knows each other. I don't get into the spiritual side of it as much, but I just think two teams is very close to each other, and used to be in the same district. St. Andrews now is 3A, and St. Joe is 2A. It's just always been a rivalry. It's just and it's fun to coach, and it's even better when you win it. you got bragging rights in football for a whole year. But in baseball as well, St. Andrews is perennial, always a great team, and it's just one of those teams that you set the bar to want to beat. So we're lucky to have a good rivalry. It always makes the sports fun: basketball, baseball, football, volleyball, what have you. And so they usually get after pretty good, and you never know what can happen.
Yes, sir. And sadly, the baseball game versus St. Andrews, we weren't able to play last year due to COVID. So, how did COVID affect the baseball team, especially just coming on to now? And what have you changes have you had to make?
Well, I think we're still having to make adjustments as far as how we do things and just being careful with guys being socially distant and making sure that they sanitize and that kind of thing. Last year, um, I hated for those seniors last year. I hated for all the guys, but especially the seniors, because last year I think was one of the more talented teams that we had, and I think that, coming off of spring break, I really felt like we had a chance to get on a roll and make a push to go deep in the playoffs. And I think we had the pitching, and I like the lineup that we put on the field. We were still trying to find a few spots, but overall, it was just weird. I mean, there's no other word to describe it. It's just weird. I mean, I've never, of course, a lot of people never, but I've never had that happen as a coach for the whole season to get shut down. And then going into the summer, we didn't know if we were going to be able to play. We were prepared to play, but we were only given the opportunity to practice. And, with the new guidelines coming out for the COVID-19, as a coach, I just didn't, guys were moving around in a lot of different other sports, and I just felt like we needed to maybe just sit back and see how everything was going to pan out. But so far this year, we're on schedule. We've been practicing a good bit, and I think we're building a good bit of team chemistry. And we're probably doing more on the field stuff this year than we have in the past. Usually this time of the year we're in the weight room a lot more. But since we didn't have a summer, I felt like we needed to get out on the field and kind of make up some time. So that's what we've been doing so far. So far, so good. Good weather. And we're expecting to go into the spring with a chance to compete for a state championship.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we had a lot of seniors graduate last year. We have a pretty big senior class this year. So what do you expect from us this year?
Well, we always expect for the seniors to lead. You guys, the seniors have been there the longest. I think the challenge with this team is going to be trying to find roles for different guys in different spaces. And we've talked a lot about that, but we always seem to find a way to make a way for everybody to contribute. And, so we've got a good group of seniors so far, and they've been doing everything we asked them to do. And I'm just excited about the season, and I think this could be one of the better years we've had so far.
Yes, sir. And you also play in the minor leagues for the White Sox. So how does that correlate to coaching?
Well, it really doesn't, other than of course, being taught the game. I think I always tell people playing and then coaching it is two different things. And I think I kind of learned my coaching part from a good friend of mine, Mark Fanning, that's the head baseball coach at St. Andrews. It's a lot to know about running a program. It's a lot to know about developing players. It's a lot to learn about, fundraising and, just dealing with different issues, dealing with coaching staff, putting a plan together. Coaching is totally separate from playing. But, I can rely on my playing part when it comes to relating to the players, because I know what they're going through when they struggle. I know what they're going through when they're doing well. And so I'm able to kind of reach them a lot quicker.
Yes, sir. All right. We'll take a break real quick. We'll be right back after St. Joe Spirit Steppers make their performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, your St. Joe Spirit Steppers. They are coached by Manuela Paparella, assisted by Ashley Crandall, production assistant Marisa.
I want to remind everyone that this is St. Joe's Boosters halftime show here at Bruin Sports Radio and Bruin Streaming TV. It's halftime of the St. Andrews football game tonight with St. Joe leading St. Andrews 13-0. We are talking with St. Joe baseball coach Gerard McCall. Coach McCall, you're also the dean of students here at St. Joe. So what have the students and faculty how have they had to adjust with all this COVID?
Well, it's been difficult, having to wear the mask and to try to be socially distant. Actually, I believe for some strange reason, classes have been going a lot better this year. When you pass through the hall, you see people learning, and I guess with the mask on, it's kind of hard to talk. But it's we make adjustments as we go. So far, we've been able to keep the cases down, and everybody's been following directions. Well, we've had a few bumps in the road, but overall, it's been going incredibly well. The faculty's adjusting pretty good, even when we've had teachers out. We've got technology where we can Zoom with our students, and so anyway, we try to keep the ball rolling. This is our 4th or 5th week, I think, of school, and it's kind of going by fast. But we just make adjustments as we go, and so far so good.
Yes, sir. Everything has been pretty smooth. Hoping everything stays down. We can finish this football season, and we can play the rest of the sports season. So. And with baseball and softball, we've been doing some projects up to the field, putting sidewalks in. So what other future projects do we have in plan this year?
Well, as we speak, we've got new turf going into the batting cages, thanks to the Carter family. Eli Carter and his family was so gracious to donate that. And, of course, as you mentioned, we've got sidewalks going in, and that's been something that's been sorely needed. And Of course, if you ask me, I got a whole list of things that we could do. But you know, we've just been so lucky to have a great booster club and a great support group and parents that have really stepped up to the challenge. And also, we just did our new deck. We put 40 seats behind home plate. We didn't get to enjoy it as much last year, but hopefully this year we'll have a full season where everybody can come out and enjoy that. And you know, I've been adamant about a student section, but I don't know with COVID-19, that might not be the best idea right now. But I think in the future we want to do a left field lounge because our students really come out and support us. But other than that, man, it's just you know, we just assess the situation, and every year we try to get better. We try to do something to improve our facility.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and everything's been going pretty smooth. You know, luckily, COVID hasn't been too bad here, especially in sports. I mean, we've had one team with an outbreak, but it's not too bad. They just had a quarantine, so hopefully all those sports teams, you know, can stay away from the cases. And you know, what are like the new talk about the new like rules that MHSAA has applied for COVID and the changes we're having to make?
Well, I think other than the social distancing with football, I'm not sure what they might be with baseball, basketball yet. I think a lot of that's going to depend on what the governor says as far as how people can gather and what the numbers look like. So I think once again that's kind of a wait and see type situation. With football, I think it's kind of weird though. They talk about the pregame meeting. You know, the coaches, you know, having to be socially distant, only sending out one coach for the pregame meeting, and the players can go from the 10-yard line to the 10-yard line to space out, which is something that's different. Usually the box stops at the 25. So that's, you know, new rules like that are kind of different, and everybody still kind of get used to that. After the game, it's kind of weird because you've had a whole game of contact, but the players stand on each hash mark and kind of wave to each other, I guess, to cut down on contact. But just things like that. From a coaching standpoint, it's been difficult with locker rooms. You don't want to use locker rooms as much. You know, players have been taking their stuff home, washing their stuff, coming back, not gathering in the locker room. Things like that is just some of the things that's been implemented so far. So we'll see what happens in baseball. We'll see what happens in basketball and some of the other sports coming down the pipe.
Yes, sir. And that's what I was going to ask. You're pretty involved in a lot of sports. Do you know much about basketball? What they're going to have to do? What changes they're going to have to make?
I don't, other than I think they spread the benches out, and you know, just trying to keep everybody separate as much as possible. But you know, the sport is a sport. Once you tip the ball off, you know, you play regular basketball. But I think the NBA has kind of been an example of what things may look like. I don't know how many fans will be allowed to participate right now. They're allowing 25%, which is probably 2 to 3 people per participant. So hopefully by the time we get to that time, the numbers will be dwindling pretty good, and we can maybe increase that and kind of get back to norm as best as possible. So like I said, once again, we'll see what happens and how our governor gives us guidance, and the CDC and State Department and so on and so forth.
Yes, sir. Everybody seems to be spread out. You know, we usually have the band in the stands, but we've got them in their own bleachers down by the end zone. The Spirit Steppers, they're on the field. And so how you know, how's the faculty dealt with that? How, you know?
With the you mean with the spreading students out?
Yes, sir.
I think the best that you can do is just be available and be around and just remind people from time to time to keep wearing your mask, and keep, you know, 6 feet of distance. And I think people are still kind of getting acclimated to that because as people, we are social and we want to, you know, we want to try to shake hands and we want to hug and we want to be close, but I mean, it's just right now until we get through this pandemic, we really got to be mindful. So, faculty is just trying to remind students just to follow those basic rules and make sure you sanitize your hands, make sure you're washing your hands, and make sure you're staying away from each other as best you can. And so far, so good, and hopefully it continues to get better.
Yes, sir. And I think we're going to try to wrap it up right here. Thanks for joining us, Coach. I'm looking forward to a great baseball season this spring. Hopefully, COVID will be under control before the baseball season begins. We don't want a repeat of last spring.
Well, I don't want to add any pressure, but I got this player named Harrison Mohead, and I'm expecting a lot of good things out of Harrison. Don't tell him, but
I won't.
we're gonna be watching him. So I think he'll be okay, and I think he'll be a good leader, and I think he's gonna have a good season. He better, and so anyway, I'm looking forward to it, and I appreciate you inviting me on the show.
Yes, sir.
Y'all do a great job, and go Bruins.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Coach. I'm Harrison Mohead, and this has been the St. Joe Boosters Halftime Show. And I'll return the mic over to the voice of the Bruins, Jack Clemenson, for second half action.
And we're back, getting ready to start the second half of play. Once again, I'm your play-by-play, Jack Clements, the voice of the Bruins, and I'm joined by Connor Odom, the color analyst. 59 seconds to go at halftime. Bruins lead 13-zip going into the second half of play in the 2020 Holy War. All right, Connor, we saw the Bruins draw first blood and hold the Saints to 0 during the first half. So what are you expecting out of the second half?
What I'm expecting for the second half is the Bruins just going to come out strong, hopefully come out with a maybe 27-point lead. That's just what I'm hoping for. 27-0. But I think for the Bruin offense, I think what they need to do is just a little bit more passing, because clearly I think after this halftime, St. Andrews is going to figure out our running game. So maybe if you just trip them up a little bit, then they'll just go confused from man coverage, maybe a little bit more man coverage from blitz to man coverage. For the Bruin defense, so far the Bruin defense, their blitz coverage is doing phenomenal so far, but for their coverage, they're doing great so far, but just a little bit of flaws that maybe they can hopefully patch over the course of this halftime.
I agree. Saints definitely have some dangerous receivers, but the Bruin defensive backs have seemed to be able to shut them down and keep them covered the whole game. So we're looking pretty good, coming off a strong lead. First time the Bruins have had a lead this season, so it's looking great. Definitely looking like a good game. The WLBT's Blitz was here earlier getting some footage of the Holy War. It looks like they're going to have something good to put on TV tonight. But that being said, they've added more time to the halftime clock, let the teams get warmed up. We're going to be bringing you the second half action in about 2 minutes and 31 seconds. Bruins and Saints out warming up on the field. So, Connor, they went into the locker room with a 13-0 lead. But a lot of football coaches will tell you that when you walk back on the field for the second half, no matter what it says, the score is 0-0. And you're going to play the half like the beginning of a game. So that in mind, what do you think Coach Bond and Coach Moore were telling their teams?
I think they were telling for Coach Bond with his offensive line, I think what he was telling them, just try to do what you were doing in the first half, since it did pretty much reset for the second half. Just try to come off a little bit more. Strong with Coach Moore. Pretty much the same thing with Coach Bond.
I got you. And so we have seen that the blitz defense. Coach Moore always harps on the fact that it'll give up big plays and it'll make big plays, and we have definitely seen it make more big plays than give up tonight. Especially Cole Spivey's huge sack in the backfield against the quarterback deep in the second quarter. So, I mean, it's going very well for the Bruins tonight. They're on their game, and I just would like to point out the senior leadership on this team. All the seniors were fired up for this game, and they were trying to get the other players fired up, and it looks like they have. There's definitely a fire under this Bruin football team tonight, and they are going to carry that momentum with them.
Yeah, it's absolutely right. Let's just see if the Bruins can hold up for another 15 minutes in this quarter. In total, 30 minutes left in this half, and hopefully the final will be a strong win for the Bruins.
I agree with you 100% on that.
But so far for the Bruin defense, there has been some flaws in their defense, but hopefully over halftime they can patch those up, and hopefully they can just overcome those flaws and just completely fill in those flaws.
That's right, and while we have a little bit of a break, I've got to get my once a game self-plug in. So be sure to tune in to the Bruin Buzz Live. It's a weekly radio show hosted by myself, and it's an interview show, and it airs every week on WJXC LP, Jackson, Mississippi Catholic Radio, 107.9 FM, which we should be broadcasting on tonight, but we've got a technical glitch in the system, and we've been working all week to get it straightened out, and we thought we had it, but apparently something was still going on. That buzzing was feedback from the radio, so not real sure what's going on. Every time we test it in the classroom, it seems to work great, and it'll go into the radio station's phone, but going from our phone to their phone to the radio, there's a disconnect somewhere, but we're working on that. But you can also listen to the Bruin Buzz Live on Spotify, TuneIn, Apple Podcasts, Podform, Anchor, anywhere you get your podcasts. And this week on the show, I've got an exclusive interview with Coach John Bond, so you're definitely going to want to check that out. But, all right, Saints line up to kick the ball away. Number one, the quarterback and the kicker, Trey Hebert, lines up to put a right boot into the ball. Back deep to receive is number 15, Chris Watson, number 3, Kevin May, along with number 6 for the Bruins. And the kick is up. A little squib kick fielded at about the 45-yard line by number 32, Franklin Hampton. Not 32, excuse me. 27. I don't know where I got 32. He was standing right there. John Clark on the recovery stopped it kind of like a catcher stops a low pitch and got it just before the Saints could get it. So that onside kick did not really pan out for the Saints, as the Bruins will take the ball 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I don't think that was intended to be an onside kick, but luckily I'm not complaining about that quote-unquote onside kick, because the Bruins will be set on the
It's going to be the 44-yard
line.
Great field position to start the second half, the first drive of the second half. They're going to line up. Twins near side, one receiver far side. Emil takes the snap, drops the pass, little screen pass out to Kevin May, who's turning up, breaks through almost like 6 Saints players, and breaks through to the middle to get a huge gain, about a 23-yard gain, putting him at the Saints' 37-yard line. Great run by Kevin May, running through defenders.
Oh yeah, because he is notorious for just cutting up, for just juking out all of the defenders. So he just takes it easy and just kind of just goes around.
Same formation by the Bruins. Emil receives the snap, hands it off to Kevin May, cutting up the middle, cuts back to the near side, and is brought down by number 5, Jamin Harkless for the Saints. That's going to put the Bruins at 2nd and 8, 11:15 to go in the third quarter. 13-zip is your score. And, of course, both teams still have all their timeouts.
Yes, that's absolutely right. But let's just hope, as you can see, Kevin's really happy on the field, on the sideline right now. But hopefully he can keep that same energy for
Same formation, Bruins. Emil takes the snap, hands off to Kevin May. Trying to come inside, come up to the line of scrimmage, but he is brought down right at the line, or it looks like a little bit behind the line for about a 3-yard loss. Saints were through the line. Saints blitzed on that play, got back there and busted up the play. 3rd down and 12 for the Bruins.
So it was third down. Third down, and I believe third down and 10.
Bruins line up, trips far side, one receiver near side. Emil gets ready to take the snap. He receives the snap, decides to keep it himself around the near side, running up, gets pushed out of bounds at about the 35-yard line.
Knocked out of bounds by Michael John Davis of the Saints.
And also, what is notorious for Emil is that although he is a fantastic quarterback, he also has incredible speed, which he uses just to get around, or just whatever he has no time left in the pocket. So he just decides to run, and then eventually he, hopefully, gets the first down. But
And the punt team is on to kick the ball away as it is 4th down and 6 for the Bruins. Ryder Sesser receives the snap and puts a boot into it. It's a wobbly punt, takes a Bruin bounce around the 17-yard line and rolls all the way down to the 1-yard line. A fantastic punt. Probably about the half-yard line, honestly. From our vantage point, can't get quite the best angle on it, but excellent punt by Ryder. Just kept rolling for the Bruins, and they were there to down it just about on the goal line, which is where the Saints will have to set up shop.
I guess they were hoping that was going to eventually roll inside the end zone so they could be able to get that touchback and go on the 25-yard line. But luckily, that did not work.
1st and 10 in their own end zone. Saints line up, Twins far side, no receivers near side. Hebert takes the snap, Bruins blitz. He's under pressure. He gets the ball off to number 11 along the outside, but he is brought down for about a 2 or 3 yard gain on the play. Well, they're only going to give him a half a yard right there, bringing up 2nd and 9 for the Saints.
Hey, so far being on that 1 yard line is incredible for the Bruins, because if they just keep on going at them with a blitz, they're absolutely going to get a safety on them.
That's right, Saints line up. Bruins show blitz. Saints got 2 receivers on the near side, 3 men in the backfield. One man in the backfield, Hebert takes the snap. Bruins blitz. He's driving back to pass. He's looking to the far side. He's going to try and keep it himself. Cole Spivey running up to make a play. It's going to be an incomplete pass. He had to toss the ball away before Cole Spivey laid him out in the end zone.
And that was actually a complete pass to one of the Bruins. But so far,
He threw the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, on the sideline. But so far, let's just hope that the Saints can't get any yards.
That's right. It's going to be 2nd down and 8. Bruins blitzing hard right here. Treating it almost like a goal line stand, but on the opposite goal line.
Just constantly rushing.
Saints line up, Twins either side. Bruins showing blitz. Hebert sends a man in motion, takes the snap, and flag on the play. It's going to be a flag on the Saints. Not a flag on the play. There was a flag, but it was a timeout on St. Andrews.
The Bruin shop is open right now. Great game day apparel for you.
So, how do you think the Bruin defense will do?
I think they're going to keep blitzing. You know, they really are treating it like they're backed up against their own goal line. And they're acting like the Saints are in striking distance, just trying to shut it down, and that just seems to be working. So this goal line stand type of defense is definitely working out here with heavy blitz, making sure that they do not advance the football. Because right now we're at 3rd down and 8. One more down, and they're either going to have to punt or go for it. And so either way, Bruins are going to have good field position if they can hold them.
Yeah, it's absolutely right. Let's just hope that the Saints Saints offense can't break through the Saints defense.
Saints line up, Twins near side, one receiver far side. Hebert sends a man in motion. He receives a snap, is rolling to the near side, and that's going to be an incomplete pass, bringing up 4th down and 8.
And so at this point they're gonna have to. Punt because you really can't go for this because if you try to go for it, you're either going to get a safety or it's going to be an incomplete pass. Or
It's going to be a difficult punt, though. The punter's not going to be able to get 15 yards behind the ball. So, anxious to see what this punt brings. He's got his heel, his back foot, the heel of his back foot right about on the far end of the end zone.
So either way, this is the bad position for the Saints, which is really good for the Bruins.
Kevin May and Antonio Handy back deep to receive at about the 35-yard line. And the punt is up. And it goes straight out of bounds at about the 30.
Yard line.
So Bruins are going to take over, set up shop with 4 sets of downs from the 30. Excellent field position. Great play there great defensive stand there by the Bruins, forcing them to a punt. In 4 downs, they gained 2 yards. That really shows the power behind this Bruin defense. They can shut plays down.
Oh yeah, because you can see them while they're in the end zone, they're freaking out, and so they just try passing out. It's either all of them were actually incomplete, and then whenever they tried to run up the middle, they couldn't.
All right, we got first down, Bruins, twins either side. Emil Picarella joined by Kevin May in the backfield. He takes the snap, hands it off to Kevin May around the outside. Already gained 5 yards. Flag on the play. Runs out of bounds for about a 6.5-yard gain. Awaiting the call from Mr. Referee.
On the Bruin,
Holding on the offense. Repeating first down. And since that is a spot foul, the Bruins are going to be lined up at a 1st and 20 here. Still pretty good field position. As you heard, ball is on the 39-yard line. Same formation, twins either side. Kevin May in the backfield with Emil Picarella. Emil takes the snap. He's driving back to pass. He's looking to the near side. He is aiming for Chris Watson. Jumps up. But the defender had a hand on it. That's going to be number 22. Jack Sewell got a hand on it before Chris Watson could wrap it up. Great effort there by Chris. Great pass by Emil Picarella, who is down on the field. A little slow to get up, being helped up by his center, Sam Harrison. And there is a bit of laundry on the field. Trying to see what the call is from the referee.
But that was almost a direct pass from Emil to Chris Watson, but sadly it was not executed.
Looks like a personal foul on the defense. Probably a roughing the passer or a late hit, something. I didn't see it. I was watching Chris run that, try to run that down the field. But yeah, it is personal foul on the Saints. 1st and 5 for the Bruins. They're getting the ball at about the 24-yard line. They're set up for twins either side. Emil under center, Kevin May in the backfield. Emil takes the handoff, pitches it out to Kevin May, who tries to cut up the middle and is stopped at the line of scrimmage by number 54 for the Saints. Go ahead. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good. But so far, the Bruin offense has been doing great. But it wouldn't have been done without their Bruin defense. But so far, the Bruin offense has been doing well, as it being 2nd and 5. But sadly that catch was not made from Emil to Chris Watson.
And Bruins are trying to line up with twins either side. Clifton Goodlow in the backfield with Emil. 2nd and 10 for the Bruins. Sam Harrison grips the football. Emil awaits the snap. Snap is up. He turns around, hands it off to Clifton Goodlow, trying to run up the middle, and he does. Looking for about a 6-yard gain on the play, bringing up 3rd down and 4 for the Bruins. 8 minutes, 22 seconds left to go in this 3rd quarter play. Your St. Joseph Bruins still leading 13-zip over the St. Andrews Saints.
Which is absolutely wonderful for the Bruins, as we wanted to continue being 13-0. But hopefully just one more touchdown involved, and there we go. I don't think there would be a comeback from that, but there is.
Emil takes the snap, pitches it out Little screen pass to number 13, Clifton Goodlow. Play is whistled dead. False start on the offense.
False start on St. Joe. That's a 5-yard penalty.
They're going to repeat third down. It's going to be 3rd and 11 for the Bruins.
These flags just keep on coming and coming.
Right about the 24-yard line is where the referee is going to spot them. .7:42 on the clock. Bruins line up, trips on the far side, one receiver near side. Emil looks to the far side, throws a pass to nobody. Josh Briscoe wasn't turning around and looking for it, and Emil tried to hit him anyway. Bring up 4th and 11 for the Bruins.
Pass intended for number
Not coming out quite as strong as they did the opening drive of the first half.
But that's all right. Let's see if we can come off stronger throughout these throughout these plays.
4th down and 11. Emil is staying on the field with the rest of the offense. They are going for it right here. One receiver in far side, 2 on the near side. Emil takes a snap, drops back to pass. He's looking left, he's looking right, and he throws to the near side. Hits number 4, Antonio Handy. Antonio Handy has no one to beat, and that is a Bruin touchdown. A 4th down converted into a touchdown to bring the score 19-0 Bruins.
Let's see if we can make this 20-0 with the extra point.
Emil slow to get off the field, limping a little bit. Took a hard hit after the play. Limping around. Coach Bond is with him. The trainer is coming over. All right, and Ryder lines up to kick the extra point, held by Cole Spivey. And the snap is back. The ball is set. The kick is up.
And
it is good. That's going to be 20-13 lead for the Bruins. Little shaky. 20-0, my bad. They went from 13 to 20. But little shaky on the beginning of that drive there. But the Bruins definitely cleaned up nice and put another touchdown on the board.
Yeah, that was a great pass from Emil to Antonio, straight for the end zone. But although Emil was slow to get off the field, and it appears on the sideline he is doing a bit better. He just needs to walk it off just a little bit. Hopefully he's going to be able to come back in the next drive or turnover.
It's looking to me like it's going to be his left leg. He seems to be favoring a little bit down near the ankle. Hopefully he's all right and he can get back in there. Trainer's working with him. They're stretching him out. He's walking around on the sidelines.
Because
just took a hard hit, probably locked up. Needs to loosen it up just a little bit. Ryder Sesser planting the ball on the tee at the 40-yard line, getting ready to kick it off.
Ryder Sesser has had a fantastic night so far with his kickoffs and his PATs.
I agree, and he signals left. He signals right. His team is ready. And he puts a right boot into the ball. It's an end-over-end kick deep into Saints territory, received about the 10-yard line by number 5, who's trying to run it up the field. He cuts back. He's coming back to the near side, and it's going to be brought down by a host of Bruins, namely number 25, John Parker Hornback, and number 21, Patrick Wolf on the tackle. The Saints will get their fresh set of downs from the 28-yard line.
Yeah, so far that kickoff was a fantastic kick, straight, just straight, I guess, just straight towards the receiver. He went straight, and the Bruin defense caught him right there.
That's right. Saints line up, one receiver either side. Hebert takes the snap, hands it off number 5, trying to run up the middle, and he is stopped by number 76, Matthew Blackwood, around the waist, drags him down. That's going to be about a 5-yard gain for the Saints, bringing up 2nd down and 5. 6 minutes, 56 seconds left to go in the third quarter of play. Saints definitely trying to make something happen here, trailing 20-0. And they line up, one receiver either side. Bruins showing blitz, a little shifting on the defense. He takes the snap, hands it up, tries to go up the middle, and he is stopped as soon as the ball touches his hands. and that is definitely going to be a loss on the play. Number 68, Robert Clark, back in the backfield. The lineman busting through the offense and taking him down. Excellent play there.
And that is a
That's going to be a
flag for St. Andrews offense.
5-yard loss on the play as is.
False start.
6:39, 2nd and 10, St. Andrews. 6:39 to go on the clock, that is. They've got one receiver near side, Twins on the far side. Bruins showing blitz again. He takes the snap. He's under pressure. The play is whistled dead.
Which is fantastic for the Bruins.
False start on the Saints, backing them up another 5 yards.
So that's going to bring him, what, 2nd and, I believe, yeah, 2nd and 20.
Second and about 17, it looks like. They line up, Twins on the near side, one receiver far side. Bruins showing heavy blitz early. Towing the line right there, the linebackers are getting ready to bust in there. You can tell that Trey Abear's trying to draw them off sides. Lots of false snaps right there. And he throws a little screen pass out to number 18, who gets chopped down by Cole Spivey, the junior. Tucked his shoulder, aimed for the knees, and knocked him down. Great stop. 3rd and 15 for the Saints.
Yeah, we've actually heard the name Cole Spivey throughout the night as being the PAT holder and making fantastic blocks and tackles.
Saints line up, Twins on the far side, no receivers near side. Abear takes snap, he's looking near side, he's looking far side, he's under pressure, and he is sacked deep in the backfield. Josh Briscoe, number 7 on it, number 76, Matthew Blackwood on it. All the Bruins, Cole Spivey was back there too. A whole host of Bruins in for the backfield. That is going to bring up 4th down, and let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, about 4th down and 45. No, that can't be right. Hold on. No, 4th down and 25.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
They're having to punt this ball away. Trey Abear back to punt. Punt is nearly blocked. It's going to be a high punt right out of bounds at the
50-yard line.
They're probably going to spot him right about the 47. Barely gets the Bruins back into Bruin territory.
So next weekend or next Friday, we're going to be on the road to West Lincoln.
That's right. That's going to be a non-district game, but it's still going to be a good one to watch as your Bruins travel down there to take them on. 5 minutes, 10 seconds left to go in the third. Both teams have both timeouts in this half. Bruins lead 20-0 over the St. Andrews Saints. It's looking like a pretty good night for the Bruins. They're going to set up 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line. Several big plays already this half and the whole game too. Excellent job by the Bruins. You can tell they are fired up. They came ready. Several of the upperclassmen players were carrying briefcases to school today. And I asked, what do we do with the briefcase? And they said, you know what? We're going to work tonight. Briefcases look like a business trip, and they sure have gone to work tonight on the field.
But instead, their briefcases are actually book bags. But so far, the Bruin offense and defense has been working excellent tonight.
Bruins line up, Twins either side. Emil takes the snap, hands it off to number 3, Kevin May, who is stopped in the backfield for a loss on the play. Kind of went tit for tat right there with the Bruins sacking the Saints behind the line, and then they got them back right there. Going to bring up 2nd down and 12.
That's absolutely right. Let's just see what the Bruin offense has to offer this play.
Bruins line up, one receiver near side, two on the far side. And Picarella takes the snap. He's driving back to pass. He's looking to the near side and hits Antonio Handy. That is going to be pushed out of bounds by number 11 for the Saints.
Whenever you compare him to number 11, he's really little, but he can still move down that field pretty quickly.
Chain gang trying to move the sticks over there. Referee's saying no. Going to bring up third down in inches, it looks like. Well, third and 1. Looks like a referee signaled timeout. The chain gang moved, assuming that it was a first down, but it was not. So the referees are trying to get them reset where they should be. Little bit of confusion on the St. Andrews sidelines. But either way, it is going to be third and about half a yard. Bruins line up, twins on the far side, one receiver near side, and Emil takes the snap. And he's clapping his hands for the ball, and the ball's not coming, trying to draw St. Andrews off sides. And timeout Bruins. 4 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
For the Bruin offense, so far they have been doing wonderful tonight. With their 20-point lead, 20-0. The Bruins have been doing fantastic, and I see Reggie actually coming onto the field. So it looks like he's going to be on the field.
Number 48, Reggie Vaughn, another 8th grader starting on the team this year. We have some impressive young talent this year on the Bruins team.
The starting quarterback and Reggie too.
That's right, 4.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Third and 1. Bruins line up, two receivers far side, one near side. Reggie and Clifton in the backfield with Emil. Emil takes a snap, a low snap at his feet, hands it off to Clifton Goodlow, number 13, runs up the middle, following his lead blocker, Reggie Vaughn, and that's going to be good enough for a first down, 1st and 10 Bruins. Ball is going to be spotted at about the 41-yard line, the Saints 41, that is.
So Emil doing a little wobble back to the huddle, and as they come out of the huddle. But so far, we'll see what this Bruin offense can do this play. Since Kevin May is actually not coming in as running back.
4 minutes left on the clock. Emil takes a snap, hands it off to Clifton Goodlow, running around the outside. He tries to fight through a tackle, but it might be enough for a first down there. Number 11 for the Saints on the stop.
Goodrow on the carry near the first down for the Bruins.
It's going to be 2nd down and 3. Bruins in the huddle, deciding on the play call. During this time, I'm going to take a second to thank our sponsors. Bruin Broadcast Network is brought to you by C-Spire, Bank Plus, Brown Bottling Group, St. Dominic's Bell Brothers Incorporated, the Blanchard Group, Brad Miller eXp Realty, Brent's Drugs, Bernini Grantham, Grower and Hughes, and more. Bruins line up, one receiver far side, low snap, handed off to Reggie Vaughn, trying to run around, and he takes half the St. Andrews line with him, but only for about a 1-yard gain on the play.
Reggie may be a little fast. He may be a little slow, but he can still power through that defense. And make the defense come with him.
That's right. 3rd and 1 for the Bruins. They're lining up twins, far side, one receiver near side. Reggie and Goodlow in the backfield. Vaughn and Goodlow in the backfield with Emil. Emil takes the snap, hands it off to Goodlow around the outside. He is running, and he is wrapped up and brought down for the first down.
So it looks like Goodlow is starting to take. Kevin May is actually now coming onto the field, and Kevin and Goodlow trade spots.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 from about the, let's see, 21-yard line. 2 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the third. Bruins lead 20-0 over the St. Andrews Saints. Sam Harrison lines up over the ball. Bruins line up twins, far side one, receiving near side. Emil hands it off to Kevin May, who's coming around the near side, trying to beat out a man. Jukes out number 5 and gains another 5 yards after the attempted tackle.
That was a beautiful run by Kevin as he is hauling onto the sideline. But that was a beautiful run. As he juked out one Saints player, he cuts back and then he goes straight up. And right there, that's when he was brought down by the Saints defense.
2nd down and 5, Bruins. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers far side, 1 on the near side. Emil takes the snap, hands it off to Vaughn, trying to run up the middle, wrapped up immediately by half of the St. Andrews line. It took all of them to bring him down. Going to be a gain of between 0 and 1 yards on the play to bring up 3rd down.
And Reggie and Josh trade spots as Josh comes in.
That's right, and the Bruins break the huddle. Twins either side. Picarella joined by Goodlow in the backfield. Number 2 takes the snap, a low snap, pitches it out to Goodlow, running around the outside. It's going to be another 1st down and more for the St. Joe Bruins.
That was a fantastic 1st down by the Bruins.
Not a whole lot of passing going on this drive. A lot of quick tosses and handoffs.
Yeah, little screen passes going on. But
12 seconds remaining in the third, I imagine. And yes, Coach Bond is just going to let the clock run out. Go ahead and move his team down the other side of the field. 3, 2, 1. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter.
As we now head into the 4th quarter of the 2nd half, as it being still 20-0, and so far it looks like it's staying that score. But let's see if we can bring the Bruins just a little bit up.
That's right. All right, Connor. We got 12 minutes left on the clock in the whole game. What are your predictions?
Or my predictions, what I think is going to happen is obviously the Bruins will win. And so, as it being still 20-0, I think the offense may gather just maybe at least hopefully one more touchdown, and the defense will continue blocking, making interceptions, and just overall just keep on pushing back the Saints, and just overall do well the rest of the game.
I agree. Bruins take the field, 1st and 10. Get ready to start the 4th quarter of play. They're going to be spotted at the 13-yard line. St. Andrews players a little slower than the Bruins to get to the field and get set. Bruins are lining up. Trips on the far side. 1 receiver near side. Number 2, Emil Picarella joined in the backfield by 13. Clifton Goodlow, he takes the snap, looks far side, throws it up over to Josh Briscoe, jumps for it in the end zone. No catch. Flag on the play.
Most likely.
Waiting for the referee's call. Josh turned around instantly and pointed at the defender. I think he was looking for a pass interference on that one. Let's see what we got.
Because that most definitely would have been a catch by Josh Briscoe. And that would have been another touchdown for the Bruins.
Penalty on the Bruins. Not sure. 15-yard penalty on the Bruins.
The yardage marked off against St. Joe back to the same 27-yard line.
Wow, that was heavy damage on the Bruins, but let's just hope that we could just bring it back to right where we were originally.
First down and 25. Bruins line up. Twins far side, one receiver near side. And Emil takes the snap, hands it off to Goodlow, trying to cut up the middle, and he does for about 7 yards. Brought down by 72 for the Saints.
Which is absolutely wonderful for the St. Joe Bruins offense and defense. Wait, offense. Wait.
Yeah, definitely,
defense.
definitely the offense.
Yeah, offense.
There you go.
Sorry, I got a little confused real quick for a second.
It's going to bring up second down and 20. St. Andrews Saints player slow to get up. It's going to be number 79. Limping. His knee is definitely hurt. Hopping off to the sideline under the assistance of trainers. Hopefully he is okay. Not putting any weight on that left leg.
As he tries to walk on it, but he cannot.
Hopefully he'll be okay. Of course, we don't want any players from either team injured tonight. Want it to be a nice, clean game. And now he is starting to walk on it just a little bit. Hopefully just a cramp. They get him stretched out.
Yeah.
And Bruins prepare to line up with twins either side. Number 3, D1 Kev in the backfield with Emil Pigarella.
Let's see what D1 Kev has to offer us this time.
And Emil takes a snap, hands off to Kev. He's going around the outside, cuts into the middle, cuts around again for about a 6-yard gain on the play.
Onto the 15-yard line.
Excellent job by him. Brought down by Sewell for the Saints. $11 minutes, 11 seconds left on the play clock. Each team has 2 timeouts. Bruins line up. Twins on either side. Emil takes a snap. Fumble on the play. Attempted handoff to Clifton Goodlow. Clifton fumbles the ball. Saints are saying they have the ball, and it looks like they do. And it is going to be St. Andrews football.
As of being 10 minutes and 52 seconds, 20-0 in the fourth quarter, in the second half. Let's just hope that the Bruin defense now can, yes, the Bruin defense this time can hopefully just keep them right there.
That's right. So the Bruin defense is going to make a stand here at the 20-yard line, the Saints' 20-yard line. And you can tell they want that ball back there, showing blitz. Hebert drops back to pass, and Josh Briscoe tackles him behind the 10-yard line. Excellent play by the senior running back.
He just rushed.
Now, Hebert is a little slow to get up, but that was a huge sack for Josh Briscoe.
Josh, he just wraps him up and just body slams him to the ground.
Hebert's still not up yet. Trainers running out on the fields. It's going to put the Saints at 2nd and 10, and he is up, shaking it off, looking like he's okay. Insistent on staying in the ball game. Trainer's trying to sideline him, but he is staying in. Nah, he's marching off the field now, and he is visibly upset. He clearly did not want to leave the field.
And it looks like their backup quarterback is now onto the field.
Well, not. Second and probably 23 for the Saints. Number 5, Hartlett taking over at quarterback. Receives the snap, keeps himself, trying to go up the middle, and he does for a little bit until Kevin May chops him down.
That was a that was a nice hit by Kevin May, directly onto number 5.
Going to bring him up to 3rd and 14. Excellent job by the Bruins, stopping them, forcing them back. They had that great sack by Josh Briscoe, and then Kevin May still not letting them get between the sticks. And Hebert is back on the field. They line up, trips on the far side. Bruins showing blitz. And he takes the snap. He's looking to pass to the far side, and he launches one. And it is complete to number 4, who is brought down. That's going to be a Saints first down. Flag on the play. Pass is complete to Michael Davis for the Saints.
And there's, on the Bruin defense, there is a flag.
That's right, penalty on St. Joe.
Man, these flags just love St. Joe.
Personal foul, going to be a 15-yard penalty, which is going to move the Saints from deep into their own territory to just shy of the 50-yard line, where they're going to take over with first down. And they line up twins either side. Abear in the backfield sends a man in motion. He takes the snap, fakes the handoff, throws it out to number 11, who is tackled for a loss.
Pass complete for a very short gain to Larry Day. Knocked off his feet by number 9, Cole Spivey.
Another tackle. Larry Day brought down by Cole Spivey.
Cole Spivey is absolutely making his name tonight as being the PAT holder. He's been making great tackles throughout this night, and hopefully he can just keep on keeping this up throughout the season.
That's right, and the Saints line up twins on the far side. No receiver near side. Abear takes the snap, drops back, looking to pass, and he throws one up, and incomplete. Intended receiver was number 4 for the Saints. That's going to be to John Davis, but it's going to be incomplete. Bringing up 8 minutes, 37 seconds to go in the ball game. Saints still trail your St. Joseph Bruins by 20 points.
That's absolutely right. Let's just hope that this Bruin defense can just keep them right there, and hopefully that the St. Andrews offense can just not.
St. Andrews lines up. Sorry, Connor. St. Andrews lines up, trips on the near side. Abear looking to pass, under pressure, scrambling, rolling out. Robert Clark got a hand on it, bats the ball out! And Cole Spivey, who else, comes up and picks up the fumble. Robert Clark was just holding on to his arm, reached in with his paw and batted the ball out. And Spivey there on the recovery. Bruins are going to take over at the Saints 25-yard line, and the fans are going crazy. Excellent play right there by the combined effort of Robert Clark and Cole Spivey.
Cole Spivey is just doing absolutely wonderful tonight. As he strips that ball out, he recovers that. He just recovers that, and now it is the Bruins ball.
That's right. The Bruins are going to line up at the Saints 29-yard line with twins either side. Kevin May in the backfield with Emil Picarella. Emil takes the snap, pitches it out to Kevin May, running around the outside, cuts back, cuts across the middle of the field. And it's going to be another one of those plays, ladies and gentlemen. He's breaking a tackle. He's cutting in. He is still on his feet. He is going to be brought down at about the 3-yard line. Now, that was an amazing run by Kevin May. Juking men out left and right, going to the inside, to the outside. Always getting clear and staying on his feet after 3 hits. Great job. Ball is going to be spotted at right about the 5. It's looking like where Mr. Referee put the ball down. I thought it was closer to the 3, but I guess he stepped out of bounds. Great job.
It looks like Kevin's going one way, but then he just cuts straight to the right or left, and there you go. He's just on his way, and then he does the same exact thing.
First and goal, Bruins. They line up. 2 receivers near side. 2 far side, 1 near side. It's a handoff to Clifton Goodlow up the middle. He finds a hole and goes straight up the middle for a Bruin touchdown. That's going to be 26-zip for your St. Joseph Bruins.
Let's see if we can make this 27-0 throughout this night. And hopefully my prediction will be nice.
Hopefully. And you can see Emil Picarella and Kevin May congratulating each other on the sidelines. Great job. And Clifton Goodlow, too. Excellent job with that drive. A good recovery. It started all off with with Robert Clark stripping the ball and Spivey falling on it. All right, and the hold is down. The kick is up. And it hits the bottom of the goal post, the crossbar, and it's going to be no good. So the score remains 26-0 with 8 minutes, 8 seconds to go in the ball game.
That's absolutely right. Let's just see. Hopefully, maybe if that ball just would have just maybe rotated just a little bit more just into it, and then it would have been good.
That's right, and the Bruins fans still going crazy over here. Don't hear a whole lot of activity from the St. Andrews side. Of course, they all were going on a bear hunt wearing their camo gear. Talking to my friends down there from St. Andrews during halftime, and you know, they didn't have a whole lot to say. I asked them how the bear hunt was going. It's not going too good tonight. Back deep to receive is number 4 and number 5 for the Saints. It's going to be Michael John Davis and Jamin Harkless back there. Sesser plants the tee at the 40. Got the ball on it. Shaping it to be a very nice game for the Bruins. Here comes the kick. Hopefully the defense can hold him to another stop, another hard stop right there. He signals both sides of the line, and he is forward to kick the ball away. It's an end-over-end wobbly kick received by Michael John Davis, who runs it up to about the 34-yard line, and it's going to be a hard stop by John Parker Hornback and none other than Cole Spivey, stopping him in his tracks at the 33. That's where they're going to set up shop with 1st and 10. And you can definitely tell that there's a huge morale boost on the Bruins sideline after that last score. The defense is out there. They are jumping around. They are excited to get this defensive stand underway.
That's up.
And the Saints line up. Twins, far side, no receiver, near side. Abear waiting the snap, hands it off to number 5 up the middle. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. Jamin Harkless on the carry, pushed out by Josh Briscoe. And number 14, Joshua Everett. Both the senior Joshes.
It's a lot of. No, there's only 2 Joshes.
Sam Harrison, number 78, a little slow to get up. Limping off a little bit. Trainer was trying to stretch his leg on the field. They're going to bring him out for a play, get him stretched out, push him back in there. Hopefully just a cramp. He's walking off under his own power, and he seems like he's going to be okay with the trainers on the sidelines.
And also because last year, wasn't he out for a couple of games because of a concussion?
He was, but he didn't have a concussion tonight. Twins on the far side, no receiver near side. Abear's looking to pass, throws a laser over the line, and that's going to be 1st down and more, but chopped down by number 21 for the Bruins. Patrick Wolf on the stop. It's going to put the Saints at the Bruins, 47-yard line. They line up, same formation. Abear waits the snap. Bruins showing blitz, and they do. Here it comes. And Abear is clobbered in the backfield by a whole host of Bruins. That's going to be about a 5-yard loss on the play. Cole Spivey back there, number 22. Hayden Holloway back there. Josh Briscoe up in on it too. All the Bruins, and that's going to push them back 5 yards for 2nd and 15.
This Holy War so far, this Holy War 2020 actually, has been brutal so far with the Bruins winning.
It's been great for the Bruins.
Yes.
2nd down and 15. They're going to switch over, line up. Twins near side, no receivers far side. Abear awaiting the snap. And there it is. He's going to hand it off to number 5. Harkless trying to run up the middle, jumps over a man, and is drugged down for another loss on the play. Well, actually, that'll be for about at the line of scrimmage after forward progress. They are making no gains here to break up 3rd down and 16. 6 minutes, 22 seconds, and counting on the clock. Bruins lead 26-0.
Which is absolutely wonderful for the Bruins so far. Let's see if we can just hold this.
St. Andrews Saints, Twins on the far side, 1 receiver near side. He's awaiting the snap, and he receives it, sends a man in motion, flag on the play. Play is whistled dead. Trying to see what happened here. False start on the offense. Bringing them back 5 yards, putting them at 3rd down and 20. 3rd down and 23, actually. Bruin fans are loving it. Saints a little sluggish to get lined up for their 3rd down play right here. They're bringing twins to the far side, twins to the near side.
3rd down, Saints.
Abear waiting the snap, joined in the backfield by number 8, who's coming out to be a 3rd receiver. Trips near side now, 2 receivers far side. And he receives the snap. Whistle dead before it happened.
There's a flag on the play.
Awaiting the call.
Delay of game on the Saints.
Delay of game on the Saints, backing them up some more.
That is something that we have not heard tonight.
They've got to get from the 36 all the way past the 40. The opposite 40.
And that is I believe a Saints or Bruin timeout.
Huge momentum booster for the Bruin defense. And they are going to spot the ball at about the 38-yard line on the far hash. 3rd down and really long here. All right, Coach Moore's in the huddle with the Bruins. Connor, what do you think he's telling his defense right now?
I think what he's telling his defense right now is that just keep up the good work, keep on blocking, just trying to come off just a little bit stronger.
I agree with you, but looking at the sticks, so they came off pretty strong this drive. They need to just keep it going.
That's absolutely right. Let's just see what the Bruin defense has to offer.
And Saints line up, twins, far side, Trips on the near side. Abear alone in the backfield. Bruins showing blitz, and they bring it. He almost is sacked again. That's going to be an incomplete pass. 4th and long, and he is staying on the field to punt the ball away. Kind of interesting that the quarterback is also the punter.
Yeah, that is definitely something new.
Much up, he is preparing to punt the ball away after his failed drive.
Yep, that is absolutely right. Let's just see what the
Bruins putting Kevin May and Kevin May alone back deep. The rest of the Bruins showing heavy blitz. The snap is up. Here come the Bruins. Barely gets the punt off. Kevin May chasing it down. Bounces out about the 30 and then goes out of bounds probably about the 32.
That's absolutely right. Let's just see.
Or the 22-yard line. 5 minutes, 22 seconds remaining. Bruins 1st and 10.
Yeah, let's just see what Emil, and especially Kevin May has to offer tonight, or on this play.
That's right. We've got about half a quarter of football left to go here at Bill Rayfield Field during the 2020 Holy War. Bruins are going to be starting right about the 22-yard line. Excuse me, not the 22, the 25-yard line. Sorry, it's hard to spot. We're off center up here tonight, but either way, they're going to line up. Twins either side. Kevin May in the backfield with Picarella. Picarella receives the snap, pitches out to Kevin May, who fumbles the football, but it's picked up by number 68, Robert Clark, who still manages to gain about a yard on the play.
That is something definitely unique that you definitely do not see often. It was picked off, but then he fumbles it, and one of the linemen came up and grabbed it.
I mean, it just about hit Robert Clark on the shoe. He reaches down, picks it up, and tries to make a play off of it himself. Great job. We saw a similar thing happen to Sam Harrison at Bill Rayfield Field last year. He caught a ball and just started running with it. Bruins line up, twins either side. Emil takes the snap, hands it off to Kevin May. Doesn't fumble this time. Is cutting through the middle, tries to cut back, and is brought down for about a no-yard gain by number 2 and number 5 for the St. Andrews Saints. Going to set them up at 3rd down and 12.
That's absolutely right. Let's just see hopefully Kevin does not fumble the ball this time and just tries to get a good amount of yards.
Third down, St. Andrews.
And Bruins still in the huddle waiting the play call. Clock is running. 4 minutes and 1 second left to go. They line up, twins either side. Emil takes the snap. Flag on the play.
Delay of game on
And they're going to call a delay of game, but I was watching the play clock too, and it looked like the ball hit Emil's hands as the clock struck 0. I think that might have been fair, but either way, back him up 5 yards. Third down and 20.
That's right. Sadly, as the play clock is ticking down, hopefully it's not a delay of game this time, and hopefully we can just try to strive for that first down.
Bruins line up, twins either side. Picarella takes the snap, pitches it to the near side to Kevin May, cuts around a man, and he is rushing towards the sideline, and he is brought down by a host of Saints. Still not getting the ball between the sticks yet to bring up 4th down and 12. Or 4th and 11, I mean. Clock still ticking, steadily ticking down. 3 minutes, 10 seconds left to go in the ball game. Each team has 2 timeouts. Bruins lead 26-zip. Ryder Sesser getting ready to punt the ball away. Back deep to receive for the Saints is going to be Larry Day and Jamin Harkless. Ryder receives the snap, punts it, a high end-over-end punt. Going to be received at about the 50, and it was a fair catch call, but he got hit anyway by number 8, Noah Chaplin. That's going to be a penalty on the Bruins after the fair catch.
That was definitely a bad play by the Bruins, but hopefully this Bruin defense can just keep him right there.
Personal foul, though, moving forward 15 yards.
That is a 15-yard penalty.
So they will be taking over right about the Bruins' 36-yard line.
Ball marked at the 36.
2 minutes, 39 seconds remaining on the clock here at Bill Rayfield Field.
So, Jack, what do you think is going to happen for the rest of the 2 minutes and 39 seconds?
I'm expecting some heavy blitzing by the Bruins and eventually get the ball back. Hopefully some other big plays. Saints line up, 1 receiver near side. Hebert takes the snap, hands it off to Harkless, trying to run up the middle, wrapped up and brought down by the Bruin line for about a 3.5-yard gain.
I think what St. Andrew is trying to do is just keep on rushing, just trying to get at least 1 touchdown in before
Pickup of 6.
their drive is score a touchdown, then their PAT, they kick off. Yeah, that's how it goes.
I agree. 2 receivers near side. Hebert takes the snap up the middle to Harkless again. Hit hard by number 32, John Parker Hornback, or Franklin Hampton, my bad. He's eventually going to be brought down.
Tackle made by number 33, Nick Berger. And number 6.
Tackle by Nick Berger, a name we haven't heard tonight, getting some play time in with 1:52 and counting on the play clock. St. Andrews Saints line up, 1 receiver near side, none far side. Hebert takes the snap, hands it off number 5, trying to cut up the middle, cuts around the outside, tackled from behind by, let me get a number on that. I'm guessing, it was number 6. That's going to be Parker Davis with the play. Bringing up 2nd down and 6 for the Saints.
With 1:15, probably by, wait.
Bruins need a big stand right here. And Hebert takes a snap, tries to go up the middle again, but he is brought down in the backfield, shoved down for a loss by number 27, John Clark.
And that is Matthew Blackwood for that tackle.
We are under a minute here with 54, 53, 52, 51, 50 seconds remaining in the ball game. 3rd and 6 for the Saints. They line up one receiver near side. Abear waiting the snap. He gets it, drops back to pass, looking for number 11. Tries to hit number 2, actually. And it's going to be incomplete. That's going to be 3rd down and 6.
And so I guess, I think they might as well just go for it.
I mean, they have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
And it looks like exactly what they're going to do. They line up. One receiver near side, shotgun formation. He takes a snap. He's dropping back to pass. He's looking deep into the end zone, and it's going to be caught. With 33 seconds left to go, the St. Andrews Saints put 6 points on the board, bringing the score 26 Bruins, 6 Saints.
Hey, at least
33 seconds remaining.
At least they're not going to get shut out.
Well, Bruins just lost their shot at the shutout, which would have been huge in the 2020 Holy War.
Yep.
But either way, it's still looking very, very nice for the Bruins with 33 seconds remaining on the clock. And number 1, Abear, quarterback / kicker, lines up to kick the ball. And here comes the snap. The hold is good. The kick is up, and it is no good. Blocked down low. There's a flag on the play, and it's looking like it's going to be roughing the kicker on number 6, Parker Davis. Let's see what we're working with, Mr. Referee. That's right, personal foul, Bruins. Parker Davis did hit Abear after the kick.
I think after they
So they will.
What's going on?
So they are getting an opportunity to re-kick the PAT. This is his 2nd attempt for the PAT. And here comes the snap. The hold is down. The kick is up.
And
on his 2nd try, it is good.
I think the Bruins just might as well take the victory formation.
I definitely do. Well, I don't know. We'll have to see. They might want to get one more in, or they might just kneel it out and close out the 2020 Holy War with a victory.
Which is fantastic for the Bruins.
This has been a fantastic game all around.
Let's just see, hopefully, let's just see what the Bruins have to offer the next game at West Lincoln on the road.
That's right, and ladies and gentlemen, we will be bringing you all the action through Bruin Sports Radio and Bruin Broadcasting Network. Hopefully we'll have it worked out to where you can hear it on WJXC LP, Jackson, Mississippi Catholic Radio. That's 107.9 FM. We're going to work again this week, getting that technical glitch worked out, but we are still on YouTube. For all of you who are watching at home, we thank you for your support and thank you for the views. And keep tuning in every week to the latest edition of Bruin News Now, our student-produced weekly newscast where you can find out what's happening and what's going on at St. Joseph Catholic School. That's going to be on the BNN channel on YouTube. And Abear kicks the ball away, a little squib kick. Fallen on by number 22, Hayden Holloway. Tried to catch it, dropped it, had to fall on it. Bruins are going to take over for the last drive of the game at about their own 40-yard line. 1st and 10. 30 seconds on the clock. Bruins lead 26-7 over the St. Andrews Saints. Getting ready to wrap up the Holy War. I'm pretty sure we can go ahead and call this a Bruin victory, Connor.
That's absolutely right. Because there's no way to come back in 30 seconds. 30 seconds left. So I think they just might as well take the victory formation, which
well, they're lining up
they're
twins either side.
Guess they just.
And it's going to take a knee. Going to have to do that one more time. Actually, that will close out the ball game there.
Mill did a little flop.
And it is closed out. You can see Sam Harris in the center hugging his quarterback right there. an excellent game, and that's something that Sam Harrison is going to be so proud of. He was definitely talking, and all the seniors, as a matter of fact, going 6-0 against St. Andrews in their high school career, so you know that's a good feeling. St. Joseph has won the Holy War for 2020, 26-7 at home. First victory of the season for the Bruins, bringing their record to 1-1 and putting the St. Andrews Saints at 0-2. It always feels nice to beat a rival team, Connor. But let's get right into it. So I've already made my picks for offensive and defensive player of the game. Who are you thinking for defensive?
For defensive, I'm going to have to go with, I don't know. They all did really well.
Oh, I'm for sure looking at Cole Spivey. We said his name so much tonight, and he had a great fumble recovery, some great tackles for a loss, and just excellent all around. And then again, on offense,
Kevin May.
Offense, I'm going to have to give it to Kevin May too. And it's just that it's not even, end zone to end zone. It's the sideline to sideline running he does. He runs so much and puts so much into it, getting around people, tricking people out, juking them out, and just making plays. He is such a skilled runner and can make plays with his feet, and he has shown that tonight. He is a deadly running back and receiver for the Bruins.
That's absolutely right, because all those jukes that he does, that sideline running, that just completely, that just gives him an advantage just to get to that end zone.
That's right, and ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for tuning in. Once again, I've been Jack Clements, the voice of the Bruins, joined with my color analyst, Connor Odom, and we were broadcasting the Holy War here tonight, the epic rivalry between the St. Joseph Bruins and the St. Andrews Saints. And the final score, once again at Bill Rayfield Field, is going to be 26-7. And with that, Connor, I say we close it out here. You have any closing remarks?
No, I do not.
Just make sure to catch us next week at West Lincoln. We're going to try and be on the air by 6:45 on the road, bring you a little bit of a pregame show, air Bruin News Now for you, and make sure that we bring you all the action on WJXELP, Jackson, Mississippi Catholic Radio, 107.9 FM, as well as the Bruin News Now channel on YouTube, where you can also check out every week's edition of Bruin News Now, the school's student-produced weekly newscast, so you can stay in the know at St. Joe. But with that, Bruin Broadcasting Network is made possible by the generous support of C Spire, Bank Plus, Brown Bottling Group, St. Dominic's, Bell Brothers Incorporated, the Blanchard Group, Brad Miller eXp Realty, Brent Struggs, Bernini Grantham, Grower & Hughes, Clements Realty, Crest Group Commercial Real Estate, CrossFit Fossil Fuel, Doug Thomas Percussion, John B. Stewart, Real Estate Appraiser and Consultant, as well as the St. Joseph Boosters. Without all of our sponsors, this would not be possible. Now, as a reminder, this broadcast is copyright by St. Joseph Catholic School for 2020. And that's copyright St. Joseph Catholic School, 308 New Mansdale Road, Madison, Mississippi, 39110. Until next week, this is Jack Clements, the voice of the Bruins, signing off.
This is Connor Odom.